You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon.
Welcome to Bowie Baysox Baseball. It's time now for the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show.
It's the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show from TD Bank Ballpark. We're getting set for the finale of this 6-game series between the Somerset Patriots and your Bowie Baysox. Glad you're stopping by with us this afternoon. Matt Sabatis with you from Bridgewater. This has been kind of a stressful series. It can be described as tense, as thrilling, but it's been stressful. At least I can say that from my perspective. It's got the heart racing a few times. Of the 5 games played entering today's contest, 4 of them have been decided by 1 run. Bowie lost Monday's affair 1-0. They won on Wednesday 5-4. The only game not decided by 1 run was on Thursday. Bowie lost 5-0, and then each of the last 2 nights, it was a 3-2 final. Bowie was the losing team on Friday, and the winning team last night, breaking through from a 2-2 tie thanks to Joey Ortiz's 2-out, 2-strike RBI single in the top of the 9th. That's, I think, the best thing to say about this team right now is that they're not finding themselves really out of any of these games. The 5-0 game, sure, but they've been in the other 4, and they've really just been one key hit away from running away with it. And it happened last night, but we only collected 4 hits. It was only the second time all season that the Baysox actually allowed more hits than they collected themselves, but still won the game. And it was the first time that it happened on the road all season. So Bowie's getting the clutch factor going again, something that has really just only been showing up in bits and pieces, especially over the first half. They had the offensive prowess in the first series of the second half against Richmond, and now they've been trying to get it done with the key, well-timed hits. And, of course, they've been getting some great pitching performances, and they hope for another one today from Ryan Watson, who pitched well back on Monday. Let's get you the numbers to set you up for today's game as Bowie comes in for game number 81 in the season, a 34-46 record, a 1-game winning streak. The Baysox are 6-4 over the last 10 and 15-26 when playing on the road. Somerset also comes in for game number 81 in the season, a 49-31 mark for the Patriots this year, a 1-game losing streak. They're 5-5 over their last 10 and 27-14 when playing in front of the home crowds here at TD Bank Ballpark. Bowie is 7-4 in the second half this year. They are tied for second place with the Altoona Curve. Both Bowie and Altoona trail Erie. The Erie Seawolves are 7-3 entering today's contest. So Bowie and Altoona only 1 half game back in the Southwest Division standings. Somerset, again, not too concerned with their second half standings. The first half division winners already have a spot in the postseason, but they are 5-6 in the second half. 5th overall, make that actually a tie for 3rd, a 3-way tie, so they bump all the way down to 5th, just in terms of alphabetical order there. Somerset is in a tie for 3rd with New Hampshire and Hartford, who are all 5-6 as well. Portland leads the pack at a 9-2 mark, the best mark in the Eastern League here in the second half. As we look ahead to today's game, no roster moves to make mention of for Bowie or Somerset. Of course, yesterday the Baysox added Greg Cullen back into the roster. He will be batting 8th today, and Kyle Bradish joined for his Major League rehab assignment, spun 3 perfect innings in a start yesterday. We'll see if he starts sometime next week when the Baysox face off against Akron. It seems to be that will be likely. But on to today's starting pitching matchup, it'll be Sean Boyle going for Somerset, while Ryan Watson gets the ball for Bowie. A 5-3 mark for Watson and a 3.66 ERA on the season. He was the tough luck loser on Monday. 5 innings, just 1 run. He missed 1 pitch. It was a solo home run to lead off the 3rd inning for Michael Beltre. Beltre will be batting 8th today. He was batting 6th on Monday against Watson, but Ryan still tied a season's high with 8 strikeouts, and he's been on just a great run since you could basically call it the midway point of June. Over his last 3 starts, he's fired 16 innings, allowed just 12 hits, and 5 runs over those 16. He's walked only 3 batters and struck out 19 batters. He's really been finding that slider well, and the changeup has been getting a lot of called strikes too. A lot of batters see it coming through, anticipate it to break maybe a little bit, and he finds the outside edge of the zone. It's always been that accuracy from Ryan Watson, that pinpoint precision from the right-hander, while he constantly attacks the zone at the same time to mow through batters quickly, whether it be via the strikeout or by the quick contact outs. You just got to hope for that again today, as Bowie will try to get some more offense on their second go-around with Sean Boyle. 5-4 record for Boyle, a 4.92 ERA. He was the winning pitcher for Somerset on Monday. Of course, this is a rematch of Game 1, as Boyle fired 7 scoreless innings. It was the first of now 2 times in this series that a Somerset starter has fired 7 blanks. The other one was 3 nights ago when Will Warren picked up the win in Bowie's 5-0 loss. But Bowie was not without base runners against Boyle. That wasn't the case against Warren. Boyle gave up 7 hits. He didn't walk anyone, but gave up 7 hits. All of them went for just singles, though, and Bowie didn't get a runner to third base until the 7th inning, after Joey Ortiz led off with a single and Cody Roberts followed with a single of his own. Boyle has had trouble with the home runs this season, but Bowie just didn't really place the extra base hits, or really just any of the contact well on Monday, so they didn't get any extra base hits. It's a big opportunity for them today, though, to use what I had brought up that won them last night's game, the key timed hitting, and just get the extra base hit right when you need it early on. Bowie got the key extra base hit early yesterday after Connor Norby led off with a single on the first pitch of the game. Colton Cowser ripped a double to the right center field gap. So I'm not saying that you want to see it happen again directly in the first inning, but you just need to get those well-timed hits and then rely on Ryan Watson to put together another quality day, and that should be enough for Bowie to force a series split. They've won 2 of the 5 games in this 6-game series, a chance to split the series today. As we continue on with the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show, it's Sunday, so as always, we will recap the week that was in Baysox baseball, a run-through of some of the key highlights and plays from the last week here at TD Bank Ballpark comes your way soon. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the DC area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
Well, it's the most special day of the year at Prince George's Stadium, and it comes your way Friday, July 29th. It's the 23rd Navy Night, presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Join the United States Naval Academy class of 2026 and take in the Baysox as they face off against the Altoona Curve. It all comes your way on Friday, July 29th, and first pitch is scheduled for 7:05 with some fantastic post-game fireworks. The 23rd Annual Navy Night at Prince George's Stadium. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
We're back into the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show, getting set for Bowie and Somerset, the finale of this 6-game tilt. It's Sunday, so of course you know what that means. It's time to recap the week that was in Baysox baseball. Get you some of the highlights over the last 5 games played for Bowie and what's been a very tense, thrilling week for the Baysox here at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater. So let's go all the way back in time to July 4th, celebrating our nation's independence with what was a great pitching day for both sides. Sean Boyle, today's starter for the Patriots, tossed 7 scoreless innings, allowed 7 hits, but didn't walk anyone and struck out 6 batters. Meanwhile, Somerset needed just 1 good pitch to hit against Ryan Watson. Michael Beltre was the one to get that pitch.
As Watson turns, kicks, fires the 1-1, and it's lifted out toward deep left center field. Kauser running back, still going. Watson stops at the wall, and it's gone. A solo home run for Michael Beltre, his 6th of the season, and Somerset takes the 1-0 advantage here in the bottom of the 3rd.
That leadoff home run in the 3rd would turn out to be the game's only run, but we fell 1-0 despite their 7 hits over Somerset's 5. It was a Tuesday off day for the 4th of July holiday, and it brought us to Wednesday when the Baysox were trying to rebound, and they got it going early. Run across after 3 straight singles to open, and then another run on an RBI single by Colton Kauser in the 2nd. As the game moved into the 5th, Kauser, he was just on a roll.
He waits and fires the 1-1 to Kauser, and it's driven high and deep to center. Perkins running a long way back, and he's got no chance. Colton Kauser says goodbye. His 2nd AA home run is a monster shot here in the 5th, and the Baysox lead 4-0.
Bowie would eventually stave off late rallies by Somerset to eventually win Wednesday's game 5-4. That brought us on to Thursday when it was Noah Denoyer getting the start for Bowie. Unfortunately, Denoyer could not escape the 1st inning.
This is a big pitch for Denoyer. The 2-2 line drive, left field, base hit. Got past the glove of Cesar Prieto, who was played in. Lockridge scores. Bastidas to second, and it's 2-0 Somerset.
Somerset would eventually score 3 more runs, including an RBI double by Rodolfo Duran, and another run brought across on a late double in the 7th inning. 5-0 the final as Bowie was shut out 2nd time in just 3 days. It brought us along to Friday night when the Baysox opened up an early 2-0 advantage against Luis Medina, chasing the starter out in the 5th inning. Antonio Velez tossed 2 perfect innings in his first start in just a little bit under a month. Garrett Stallings, in relief, tossed 6 scoreless as Bowie led 2-0 going into the 9th inning. Stallings had struck out 7, stranded 4 base hits on base, including 2 at third base. But in the bottom of the 9th, after an RBI double by Jason Rosario put tying run at third base and winning run at second, an error cost Bowie the game.
The 2-2 pitch. Bouncing ball right to short. They go home with it. It's up the line, and it's off Hanley's glove. The game is tied, and here comes the winning run. Rosario scores, and Somerset walks it off. Ortiz threw it wild. A 2-run error, and the Baysox lose 3-2.
What was looking to be the 7th shutout win of the season for Bowie as they entered the 9th instead turned into their 8th walk-off loss of the year, a 3-2 final in yet another 1-run game. And then that brings us to last night. Bowie falling behind in the series 3-1, trying to make sure that they can make a run at it. Fortunately, got it going early thanks to Colton Kauser.
The 1-2 pitch to Kauser is ripped on a line to right center field, cutting the gap and rolling toward the wall. Norby has the wheels around second, headed to third, and gets the wave. It's picked up by Perkins in center. The throw comes in low, and it's bobbled. Norby slides in safely. An RBI double for Colton Kauser and the Baysox. 2 batters in, lead 1-0.
Bowie would have some tough time getting against Mitch Spence, however, after the 1st inning. Spence and Carlos Espinal and Nick Ernst, 2 relievers at the pen, held Bowie hitless for a string of 6 consecutive innings, while Bowie led 2-0 after the 1st. 2 late runs by Somerset, an RBI ground out in the 6th by Elijah Dunham, and a game-tying solo home run by Max Burt in the 8th would send it into the 9th, a 2-2 game. Bowie wanting to avoid a little bit of the same trouble they saw the night before. They got a clutch hit from Joey Ortiz to break out.
Only struck out 3 times. 1-2, floated, left field, over Volpe! Into left field, a base hit, and Norby scores! A 2-out, 2-strike RBI single for Joey Ortiz, and the Baysox take a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 9th.
Following a scoreless ninth, Tyler Birch would earn the save, Justin Armbruster picked up the win, and of course the game was started by Kyle Bradish. Major League Rehab assignment was perfect for the right-hander. Following the shoulder inflammation, he faced 9, retired 9, and struck out 5. So on the week, Bowie has so far gone 2-3. They'll try to wrap up this week by going 3-3. We've got Game 6 of this 6-game tilt coming your way soon between Ryan Watson and Sean Boyle. We'll step aside when we come back. See if we can get you through the starting lineup and look ahead to first pitch and all the play-by-play. We're back after this. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the D.C. area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
Getting ready for the teams to take the field here in Bridgewater as Bowie hopes for a series split with Somerset. We'll tell you about the starting lineups for both sides briefly before we take one final break into the start of the game. But starting it out for Bowie, they do make an interesting choice defensively. Connor Norby will be back in left field, his second appearance in left this season, coming in for his 11th game with the Baysox. He'll be leading off, though, and Colton Kauser will still follow in center, so no real change there. Cesar Prieto, though, is back in. He's going to be at third base today, and that should be a big help for Bowie. There were a couple of line drive shots to that corner yesterday that Prieto probably could have had a sniff on if he was in the lineup, but he did get the day off, always necessary from time to time. Prieto is already up to 39 games with Bowie this season, so he's been well worn and well accustomed to the AA ranks. Just always glad to have him in the line. Hudson Haskin is going to clean up today for Bowie. He's actually shifting with Joey Ortiz very, very quick. Haskin and Ortiz were batting 5th and 4th respectively yesterday, but now it's 4th and 5th. So Haskin will clean up and Joey Ortiz will slot down into the 5-hole. And I think that's a good spot to keep Ortiz for now because he's already hitting well, usually as the cleanup guy now behind Prieto, or sometimes he'd be batting third if Colton Kauser or Connor Norby, one of those two, had gotten the day off. Ortiz down in the 5 slot could be a big opportunity to get on base for the rest of the lineup to try and drive him in. Ortiz got on base twice yesterday, drove in 2 key runs for the Baysox. Maverick Hanley will be the designated hitter today. He's batting 6th. Andrew Dashbach is going to be back in the lineup. He's going to bat 7th. Dashbach went 0 for 3 yesterday. A pair of strikeouts. He hit into a double play. The Baysox, they had some tough times on the base paths yesterday. Hit into a double play. They actually hit into just one double play, but had caught stealing earlier on in the game. That was one of the other outs they had on the base paths. Greg Cullen will be back in the lineup, shifting down into the 8-hole. However, the left-hander is at second base after playing at third base yesterday. And Cody Roberts is going to make his return behind home plate. He had 2 days off with Maverick Hanley catching for Bowie. Roberts has always been such a good arm behind the plate for Bowie. You just want to make sure that he uses that to limit the running game because Somerset might use that a little bit more today after not really getting it going for the last 2-3 days. We'll step aside one final time. When we return, we've got first pitch and all the play-by-play. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View rent-a-free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
It's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. Coverage of the 2022 Bowie Baysox season is brought to you by Chesapeake Employers Insurance, DCA Imaging Systems, On the Green, Patient First, Royal Farms, Smile Doctors, and ZY Pyrotechnics. And now, live from the ballpark, it's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball.
We're ready to go from TD Bank Ballpark. It's the finale of this six-game series between the Somerset Patriots and your Bowie Baysox. Matt Sabatas with you from Bridgewater, New Jersey, and as Sean Boyle warms on the mound for Somerset, the starting lineup for the Baysox that he'll face looks like this. Leading off in left field, you've got Connor Norby, followed by Colton Cowser in center field, batting second. Cesar Prieto is the third baseman, he bats third. Hudson Haskin is in right field, batting fourth. Joey Ortiz, the shortstop, bats fifth. Maverick Hanley, the DH, bats sixth. Andrew Dashbach is at first base, batting seventh. Greg Cullen at second base, eighth. And Cody Roberts is the catcher today, batting ninth. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. They're managed by Kyle Moore, assisted by Brandon Becker, Josh Conway, Tim DeJohn, Billy Facto, and Chandler Geller. Galvin Christensen is the video coordinator. Lindsey Birchfield and Blake Wooten are the athletic trainers. Bowie is 34-46 on the season. They're 7-4 in the second half. And again, their lineup features Norby, Cowser, Prieto, Haskin, Ortiz, Hanley, Dashbach, Cullen, Roberts, all to face off against Sean Boyle on the mound. TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, 315 feet down the line to right field, 317 to left, and 402 feet to straightaway center as the wind pushes in at a steady clip a bit in from right center field. As Boyle holds set at the waist, facing the plate, he hesitates after stepping back, finally kicks high and fires the first pitch home. It's swung on and missed low. A breaking ball, and we're underway at 5:06 p.m. on an 84-degree sunny Sunday here in Bridgewater. The 0-1 pitch on its way home to Norby as Boyle does that hesitation step again, and the ball is lifted out toward deep left center field. Sends Dunham ranging back, but it looks to be read by Rosario now in center field. Rosario called off the left fielder and makes the catch. There's one away to start the evening. Tell you about the defense from left to right in the outfield for Somerset. You've got Elijah Dunham, Jason Rosario, Brandon Lockridge. Max Bird is at third base, Anthony Volpe at short. Jesus Bastidas is at second base, Mickey Gasper at first, and Austin Wells catches behind the plate for Sean Boyle on the mound. Left-hander Colton Cowser digs into the box. 333 average and 1117 OPS this season. The first pitch home to him is a breaking ball called for strike on the inside edge. It's 0-1. 10 games for Cowser this year, 3 doubles, no triples, 2 homers, 6 runs batted in. He had a solo home run back on Wednesday. As the 0-1 pitch comes in from Boyle, it's down and inside a fastball, run the count even at a ball and a strike. Sean Boyle, a 6'1", 205-pound, 25-year-old right-hander from Selden, New York. 25th round draft selection in 2018. Turns and fires the 1-1 to Cowser. It's a fastball, misses up and away. Count goes to 2-1. On the season with Somerset, Boyle has spent all year with the Patriots. He's gone 5-4 with a 4.92 ERA in 14 games, all starts. 75 innings, 81 strikeouts, 17 walks. As the 2-1 comes home to Cowser, it's a looping curveball that misses inside, runs the count to 3 balls and a strike. Boyle has allowed 13 home runs, the 6th most in the Eastern League. Opponents are hitting him for a .253 clip. The 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball inside, and Cowser draws the walk. So a 5-pitch free pass. That's Cowser's 9th walk drawn this season. Of course, the 18th given up by Boyle this year. And now Cesar Prieto will follow with runner at first, 1 away here in a scoreless top of the first. Baysox are coming off of a clutch 3-2 win last night. Took an early 2-0 advantage, both runs coming across in the first inning. And then between the 2nd and 8th innings, they collected just 1 hit. Meanwhile, Somerset tied the game. First pitch to Cesar Prieto. He lays down a bunt, and it's a gorgeous one, rolling up the line where it's scooped up in fair territory. Throw goes nowhere. Prieto is safe on a bunt single as Cowser moves to second base, and the Baysox, they get it rolling again. Runners at first and second, only 1 away here in the top of the first. That's usually where Prieto will pull it out, and I think opposing teams, at least defensively, have been having a tough time scouting it. A lot of times they'll come in on the baseline, the third baseman, when the bases are empty. Prieto really only does it when there are runners on base. And sometimes they'll do it with 2 outs. He's never done it when there's 2 outs. But that's just something that I've been noticing. Here's Hudson Haskin, first pitch. Breaking ball misses down, and the count starts out at 1-0 on Hudson. .270 average for Haskin this season, an .820 OPS in 64 games. 17 doubles, no triples, 10 homers, 32 runs batted in. As Boyle looks back, runner at second, fires the 1-0. It's swung on and missed inside. Count runs even, and a ball and a strike on Haskin. So for Prieto, that bunt single bumps him up to a 4-game hit streak right now. He's got hits in 5 of his last 6 as well. Here's the 1-1. Curveball misses inside and runs the count to 2-1. Well, now that he has to work out of the stretch, Boyle doesn't get that additional little timing mechanism, or I guess you could call it a distraction more than anything, where he takes that half step back and hesitates before kicking the leg up. That'd be considered a balk with runners on. The 2-1 pitch to Haskin is bounced off of home plate foul. He was ahead on the curveball, and it runs the count even at 2. Hudson is 5 for 14 in this series. He hasn't driven anyone in. He struck out 4 times, only walked once. But he does lead the team, at least qualified batters-wise, with his .270 average. The promotions that Bowie has had, the injuries that they've had, only 4 batters actually qualify in the Eastern League leaderboards this season. And they got a pickoff throw to second. They get Cowser. Ah, jeez. Bastidas was sneaking in on the back end. Goes 1-4. And instead of first and second, 1 away, it's runner at first and now 2 gone. I was talking about Bowie not running into outs on the base paths like they did on Monday against Boyle, and here in the first inning it happens. 2-2 to Haskin in there, strike 3. Bowie gets 2 base runners with only 1 out, and they can't get anyone home. We're on to the bottom of the first. Bowie nothing. Somerset coming on up. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
When your commercial plumbing project calls for a job done safely and on time, then your job calls for the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Local 5 will always deliver the most skilled and well-trained plumbing craftsmen in the DMV. If you're a contractor who needs safe jobs done well, you need the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Start your partnership with them today. Visit local5plumbers.org. That's local5plumbers.org.
At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org.
Well, the Bowie Baysox more or less ran themselves into a scoreless inning in the top of the first. Got a walk and a bunt single, but runner at second was picked off, leading to a scoreless frame. As we move to the bottom of the first here in Bridgewater, Ryan Watson will try to keep Somerset and the Patriots scoreless. The lineup that he'll face looks like this. Leading off at shortstop, you've got Anthony Volpe, followed by Elijah Dunham in left field, batting second. Austin Wells, the catcher, bats third. Brandon Lockridge in right field, fourth. Jason Rosario, the center fielder, bats fifth. Jesus Bastidas, the second baseman, sixth. Mickey Gasper at first base, bats seventh. Michael Beltre, the DH, eighth. And Max Bird is at third base, batting ninth. Somerset is the AA affiliate of the New York Yankees. They're managed by Dan Fiorito, assisted by Gerardo Casadiego, Jake Hurst, and Aaron Bossi. Michael Becker is the athletic trainer. Somerset is 49-31 on the season, 5-6 in the second half, and again their lineup features Volpe, Dunham, Wells, Lockridge, Rosario, Bastidas, Gasper, Beltre, Burt, all against Ryan Watson on the mound. As we'll dig in, a 246 average and a 784 OPS this season in 73 games, 20 doubles and a triple, 11 homers, 41 runs batted in. First pitch home from Ryan Watson is fouled off. Ahead on the changeup just a little bit, rolled slowly over to the left side. Count opens up at 0-1. Volpe is at a very quiet series. He picked up a late single yesterday, just went 1 for 4 overall. As the 0-1 pitch comes in, and it misses down and away, slider runs the count even at a ball and a strike. Watson making his second appearance of this series. He, of course, started on Monday, pitched well. Give you his full numbers in just a second as the 1-1 pitch comes in from Watson. It's swung on and missed down and away. Hasn't fed him a fastball just yet, but it runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes. We'll see if he brings up one now. Trying to get the quick put down of the leadoff man. Yankees' top overall prospect, Anthony Volpe, according to MLB Pipeline. The 1-2 pitch. Grounded right to third. Prieto waits on it. Grabs at the ankle, charges, and rips it to first, where Andrew Dashbach receives. 5-3 put out, and there's one away. Let's tell you about the rest of the defense for Bowie. From left to right in the outfield, you've got Connor Norby, Colton Cowser, Hudson Haskin, Sace, Joey Ortiz at short, Greg Cullen at second, and Andrew Dashbach is at first. Cody Roberts catches behind the plate for Ryan Watson on the mound. Left-hander Elijah Dunham digs in. 254 average and a 793 OPS this season, 65 games played. As Watson turns, kicks, fires the first. It's a breaking ball. Flown foul left side, a sprint from Connor Norby and Cesar Prieto, but it will get out of play. 0-1 to start. 14 doubles, 3 triples for Dunham this season, 10 homers, 39 runs batted in. Ryan Watson, a 6'5", 215-pound, 24-year-old right-hander from Auburn, Alabama, non-drafted free agent signed after the short 2020 draft from Auburn, pitched for his hometown Tigers. Takes that shoulder shrug with turns and fires the 0-1. It's a fastball that dots the upper inside corner for a called strike on Dunham. Quickly, 0-2. Watson on the season for Bowie has gone 5-3 with a 3.66 ERA in 14 games, 12 starts. His first 2 appearances were in a tandem role. He tries for his first strikeout here, the 0-2 pitch. Grounded over to the right side this time, and it's off the wrist of Greg Cullen into right field. Probably go down as an error as he was shifting over to the bouncing ball. Looked to be cleanly, but Dunham will reach. That's a certainty. And what probably could have been the second out instead is a runner at first, and still only 1 away. They've not made a decision just yet on whether to call it error or hit. Austin Wells will dig into the box as we wait for the ruling. Left-hander is only 1 for 17 here in his young AA career. It's an error. So an E4 on Cullen, his second error in just 8 games at second base this season for Bowie. First pitch to the left-hander, Wells misses down a curveball. Count starts out at 1-0. Watson has thrown 66 1/3 innings for Bowie this season. He struck out 77 batters, walked only 15. He's allowed 11 home runs, and opponents are hitting him at a .223 mark. 1-0 pitch. Wells watches fastball just miss low, and the count goes to 2-0. Your umpiring crew for today's game: Jen Powell is at third base, Tanner Moore is the crew chief at first, and Kellen Martin calls the balls and strikes. He's behind home plate. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball just misses wide, and it's 3-0. This is where Watson can run into maybe a struggle here or there, is that when he's just nibbling on the edge of the strike zone early, it will lead to lengthy plate appearances if the umpire has a very tight zone. 3-0. Fouled off left side, and it's 3-1. Wells does not have an extra base hit or an RBI yet. He struck out 8 times, has not drawn a walk. And you need to be careful with Dunham at first base and a left-hander in the box. Dunham has attempted 27 steals this season. He's only been caught 3 times. Very light shift on for the left-hander Wells. As Watson sets out of the stretch behind the ear, drops to the waist, and tries a pickoff throw softly over to first. No tag, and Dunham basically walks back in. That one was probably a little bit more so to reset the pitch clock while at the same time holding the runner on, because the pitch clock was beginning to expire. A little more time to work with now. Watson at the waist. Sends home the 3-1. Spoiled foul, breaking ball left side, and it runs the count full. Watson this season on full counts is holding opponents to just a 138 average. He struck out 15 batters, walked only 8. See if Dunham takes off here. Couple of extra steps at first. Out of the squat. There he goes. 3-2 is popped up out toward left. Norby ranging on it, now running down a little bit, and he makes the catch shoulder high as Dunham retreats to first base. That's a good out recorded there. Holds the runner. And now Brandon Lockridge will step in with 2 gone. Baysox in their road gray jerseys, gray pants, and the orange buoy on the front side. Black hat, orange brim. It's a specialty jersey day for Somerset. Today's the Marvel superhero day at the ballpark, so they're wearing jerseys made to look like Captain America. Pickoff throw to Dunham at first. He slides in safely. Watson had timed it up with the secondary lead, but Dunham just got under the tag. We wait on the first pitch to Lockridge. It's the Captain America, not the Chris Evans one, the Falcon Captain America, if you follow the movies. First pitch to Lockridge is fouled off behind the screen. Count opens at 0-1. It's just red, white, and blue with white shoulders and kind of like some stripes to a star in the middle. That's the best I can describe it as. They're wearing the white home pants with the pinstripes, of course, to match that of New York. But it's 0-1 to start on Lockridge. As the next comes in, and it's a breaking ball. Misses down and away. Count runs even at 1. We're scoreless here in the bottom of the first inning. Bowie got a pair of base runners with only 1 out in the top of the first, but Colton Cowser was picked off of second base, and Bowie struck out on the next pitch, ending the inning. Elijah Dunham reaching on an error here in the first. He takes off on the 1-1 pitch, and it's popped foul behind home plate. Gets out of play. Runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes. So Dunham has shown his hand only twice in this inning, and both times it's come up empty. Partly thanks to Watson and where he's placing some of these pitches. That's one of the good things about Ryan Watson, is that he can work the weak contact, and when he feels as if, hey, I might be needing to pitch to contact here and avoid the hit and run, he'll play on the edge of the zone. So now it's 1-2 on Lockridge. Dunham stays put. The pitch home is swung on and missed for strike 3. Got him with a changeup down and away. Watson works around the 1-out error and logs his first strikeout in a scoreless first inning. We're on to the second. 0-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Well, it's a special Baysox Live Happy Hour on Thursday, July 14th at Prince George's Stadium. Along with the usual live music and beer specials from 5 to 6:30, it's also Margaritaville night out at the ballpark. Get your flip-flops, salt shakers, and Hawaiian t-shirts ready to celebrate cruise culture with Margaritaville night, sponsored by Bud Light. That's Thursday, July 14th at Prince George's Stadium, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
On to the second, scoreless here in Somerset. Salutations to you. Now, I like to keep the alliteration going. Bowie coming back up after getting 2 base runners in the first inning, trying to make sure that they can at least get one past second base this time. 5, 6, and 7 in the Baysox lineup. Joey Ortiz will open, then Maverick Hanley and Andrew Dashbach. Sean Boyle back to work. A 13-pitch first for the right-hander. They play Ortiz straight up in the infield as Boyle steps back, hesitates once as he normally does, kicks and fires the first pitch. It's called a strike. Wide at the knees, and the count starts out at 0-1. .216 average for Ortiz this season, a .599 OPS in 72 games. 13 doubles, 3 triples, 4 homers, 33 runs batted in. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, loop to left, over the third baseman and rolling toward the corner. It's cut off by Elijah Dunham, but Ortiz turns the corner at first. He's going to try for second. The throw isn't caught. It's bounced off of the glove by Jesus Bastidas, and Ortiz slides into second safely. A leadoff double, his 14th of the season, and the Baysox open with a runner in scoring position this time. Ortiz has been such a great batter when he's the first batter of an inning this year. A .302 average. That's nearly 90 points over his season average when he steps in as the first batter. Now here's Maverick Hanley. Righty on righty. And the first pitch. Hanley watches fastball. Nick the upper outside corner for a called strike. It's 0-1. .248 average for Hanley this season, an .806 OPS in 45 games, 9 doubles, no triples, 6 homers, 25 runs batted in. As the 0-1 pitch comes home, and Hanley bounces it past the pitcher to the right side. It's going to be picked by Bastidas at second. Ortiz moves to third. Casper at first, a 4-3 putout. A productive out for Hanley, as the Baysox now just need a sacrifice fly to bring in the game's first run. Well, I brought up a number last night that at first I thought was accurate, saying that Bowie's actually had some of their struggles when it comes to stranding runners at third base this season. And that's partly true, it's partly not true. While Bowie does lead the league in runners left on base, they also lead the league in sacrifice flies. Well, they're second in the lead now. Akron took the lead last night. First pitch home to Andrew Dashbach is called a strike. Bottom edge, it's 0-1. Bowie has 29 sacrifice flies this year. Akron has 30. Infield played in on Dashbach. Runner at third, one away. Next pitch misses away. A changeup runs the count even at a ball and a strike. Andrew Dashbach, a .197 average this season for Bowie, a .697 OPS in 65 games. 7 doubles, no triples, 10 homers, 35 runs batted in. As Boyle turns and sends the 1-1, it's swung on and missed. Breaking ball up and inside. Runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Well, against Boyle on Monday, Bowie did not get a runner to third base until the 7th inning. And it was, coincidentally, Joey Ortiz, too. He opened the inning with a single and then moved to third on another single and a double play ball. 1-2 to Dashbach. Check swing, and it's called strike 3. Looping curve on the outside edge. It's the second strikeout for Boyle today. Both of them have been looking. Bowie is definitely having some trouble when it comes to the outer edge of the box from these right-handers. Seems to be a bit of a wide zone early on. We'll see if they can compensate for it when they get to the second trip through the lineup. But here's Greg Cullen, a lefty. Third base will play in the line, and the first pitch is called a strike on the upper inside corner, so maybe not necessarily a wide zone, but just a little extended out onto that right side. Righty or lefty, doesn't matter. Here's the 0-1. Cullen flinches on a low fastball. It's 1-1. 224 average for Cullen this season, a 692 OPS in 20 games with Bowie, 4 doubles, no triples, a homer, and 6 runs batted in. Runner at third, 2 away, the 1-1. This one, a line shot out toward left field, sends Dunham running back, spinning around, and he can't make the catch. It's just to the left of his glove, and Ortiz scores. Cullen moves to second base with a double, and it's 1-0 Bowie here in the top of the second. Dunham just did not read that one properly off bat. A breaking ball that snuck its way about waist high, a little bit on the outside edge of the plate, and Cullen just served it out to the opposite field, something he rarely does, but gets it done for the Baysox. Early lead for Bowie here after coming up on 7 scoreless against Boyle on Monday. So now runners still in scoring position. Here's Cody Roberts. First pitch in. Roberts watches fastball miss down and away. It's 1-0. 7th RBI of the season for Cullen. Roberts is hitting .268 this season with a .756 OPS in 43 games. Boyle sets out of the stretch, holds waist high, and stares at third. Of course, the base unoccupied as he fires the 1-0. It's called a strike, that routine fastball to nick the upper outside corner. I feel like that's where Boyle is going to have to start doing a lot of work today. Runs the count even at 1. 8 doubles, no triples for Roberts this year. 5 homers, 28 runs batted in. As he looks back, Cullen, and fires the next. Roberts lifts it out toward the right center field gap. Lockridge running back, looking for the wall. It's caught. Over the head at the warning track. Lockridge was having a tough time managing his real estate remaining against the warning track and the wall, but he was able to pull it down. Bowie takes the early lead, a 2-out RBI double by Greg Cullen, and as we move to the bottom of the second, it's Bowie up 1-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
It's a 1-0 Bowie lead. Ryan Watson will try to maintain that as we move to the bottom of the second. 5, 6, and 7 in the Somerset lineup due up. Jason Rosario will lead it off. Left-hander digs in as they put the shift on for him. Watson snaps ready as he holds at the chest, turns and fires the first pitch. It's a breaking ball in there for a called strike, top half, 0-1. 215 average for Rosario this season, a 682 OPS in 64 games played. 11 doubles, 3 triples, 4 homers, 22 runs batted in. Here's the next. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball away, and it's quickly 0-2. After Rosario, it's Bastidas, and then Mickey Gasper due up for the Patriots. Left-hander, right-hander, then switch hitter, who will bat lefty. As the 0-2 comes home from Watson, and it's just pieced foul. High fastball. Rosario got a nick on it, and the count remains at 0-2. Much like Bowie, Somerset has been making the most of the small opportunities they've gotten. Again, as I said, of the 5 games played in this series, 4 of them have been decided by 1 run. The 0-2 pitch. Rosario swings and misses on a curveball down and inside. Second strikeout for Ryan Watson. They've come in tandem here after striking out Lockridge to end the first. Because Rosario is only 1 for 13 in this series, now 1 for 14. But he had the RBI double 2 nights ago to kick off the 3-run rally, take Bowie from a 2-0 shutout win to a walk-off loss. Here's Bastidas as the first pitch comes in, and it swung on and missed a changeup. Count opens up at 0-1. 248 average for Bastidas this season, a 768 OPS in 61 games, 12 doubles, a triple, 8 homers, 30 runs batted in. Here's the next. Fastball misses down and away, and the count runs to a ball and 1 strike. Well, that's what signifies good teams a lot of times. How they do in those 1-run games, how they do in those close games when, a lot is on the line over just the course of 3, 4, 5 outs. The 1-1 fouled off back to the screen. A looping curve came in high, and it runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes. So I really think it's a good thing that Bowie was able to break through late after, unfortunately, giving up the 2-run lead last night. And then 3 nights prior, when they picked up the 5-4 win. Showed the resiliency that this team needs to compete. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball misses down and away. Count runs even at 2 on Bastidas. Back on Monday, Bastidas had a great day against Watson, went 2 for 2 with a double. But again, the only run scored in that game came from the batter in the hole right now. 2-2 pitch. Check swing, pitch down and away. Roberts appeals, but it didn't go. That's the right call as the count runs full. Second full count that Watson has dealt today. And Michael Beltre had a solo home run on Monday against Watson, and that was the game's only run. Watson turns and fires the 3-2. Half swing, and it's poked fair up the first base line, picked by Dashbach. He'll nearly collide and just kind of push off against Ryan Watson while taking it to the bag himself. Didn't want to risk it. Dashbach retires Bastidas unassisted, and there's 2 away here in the second. And that was one of those half swings where you don't intend to make the contact, but it just happens sometimes. So Mickey Gasper now, switch hitter hitting .291 this season, a .930 OPS in 34 games played. They put the shift on for him as Watson delivers the first, and it's in there. Changeup called for strike on the inner edge, 0-1. 6 doubles, no triples for Gasper, 5 homers, 13 runs batted in. Wind pushing in a bit from center now as the 0-1 comes home. And it's a high fastball, 92. 1-1. It's coming in from center a lot yesterday. Died down around the 6th inning. But for the first 4 games of this series, it was practically going out to left center every day. 1-1. Fouled off left side, and the count goes to 1-2. Again, obviously, a geographic region that can be difficult to navigate weather-wise. There are a couple of teams like that in the league. Of course, you've got Bowie. In the Bay, you've got Erie, off of Lake Erie. Altoona with their mountains. The 1-2 to Gasper. Fouled off. Fastball high at 97 from Watson. Count stays at a ball and 2 strikes. Bowie ahead 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Trying to split this 6-game series at 3 apiece. The 1-2. Check swing, breaking ball down and inside. They appeal to the third base umpire. Gasper did not go. Runs the count even at 2. So after a quick strikeout of Rosario, Watson is laboring slightly in this inning. But he's still a little bit more efficient than his 17-pitch first. The 2-2. Curveball floated out toward right center. Kauser can't get there. Falls in for a base hit. Gasper is the first hit of the day for Somerset with 2 outs here in the second. And that was a high fastball that Gasper barely got enough of on the top half of his bat. It's the Texas League single right there, and the inning extends now for Michael Beltre. As Bowie leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the second, Beltre is hitting .240 this season, 743 OPS in 45 games played, Switch hitter bats left and is a fastball. Sliced foul left side, nothing in one to open. Gasper at first base, not a stolen base threat. He's only attempted 2 this year. He was caught once. Beltre's home run on Monday as the game's only run. It was the first time since 2018 that Bowie had lost the game 1-0 with a solo home run being the only run. Here's the 0-1 to Beltre. He flinches on a curveball inside. Count runs to a ball and a strike. We're seeing those curveballs in on the left-handers a little bit right now. Of course, 3 left-handers in this half inning so far, so is a little bit more noticeable. But they haven't been going the way Watson might like them to. Clearly trying to get the swing and miss stuff on it. It's just not happening. The 1-1. Fastball inside. Runs it to 2-1. Beltre's been in and out of the lineup pretty much all series. I think this is his first game back after 2 days off. Yeah, 2 days off. He's 3 for 6 overall. Just his 3rd game overall this week. Here's the 2-1. This one driven high out toward the right field corner, headed up the line as Haskins stops at the wall, and it is foul. Either the fans here aren't paying attention, or they thought that that one was foul off of the bat. The broadcast angle that we're at makes it difficult to really gauge it up the right field line. But, I mean, nobody even got excited about that ball. Runs the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes, and it gives Watson an opportunity to strand the runner at first. Shift on for Beltre, pulls it nearly half the time. Pitch home. Bounces in. Changeup runs it full. 2nd full count of the inning. 3rd of the day for Watson. He's worked a fly out and a ground out on his other 2. But this one will get Gasper a head start. And now with the shift on, Dashbach can go play at a routine first base position. But there's still a big gap on that right side where they're trying to shift him. Watson sets, and time is called by Cody Roberts behind the dish. So Watson has the whole ball behind waist again, and now comes set once more at the waist. Pulls up to the chin and drops back down to the waist. There goes runner. The 3-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. High fastball at 94. Watson, his 3rd strikeout, strands a 2-out single at first base and sends us to the 3rd. Bowie leads 1-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Don't forget, it's coming up Friday, Dynamite Night at Prince George's Stadium. Friday, July 15th, the Baysox welcome in Jimmy J.J. Walker, legendary actor and comedian, star of the 70s hit Good Times, to Prince George's Stadium. VIP meet and greet packages still available at BaysoxShop.com. And the first 750 fans through the gates get a floppy bucket hat presented by the Baysox. So get your tickets at baysox.com. Third inning, top of the lineup for Bowie as they lead 1-0. First pitch home to Connor Norby is a breaking ball called for strike. Hits the top half and it's 0-1. 27 pitches through 2 innings for Sean Boyle. Gave up 2 doubles in the second for Bowie to take the lead. Norby flew out to center field in the first. Next pitch, he grounds it foul. Third base side, and the count quickly to 0-2. Norby broke out of a 2-game hitless skid yesterday with a single on the first pitch of the game. As the 0-2 comes in. And hitting ball misses away. Count runs to a ball and 2 strikes. It was the only time that Norby had gone hitless in any game since joining Bowie, and prior to the 2-game hitless skid, he was on a string of 4 consecutive games with 2 hits in each game. The 1-2 pitch. Norby grounds it to third. Picked on 2 hops by Max Burt. He had to eat it up a little bit with a hop himself, but he's able to recover and send it to first base. 5-3 putout. So 1 away. Here's Colton Cowser. Left-hander walked on 5 pitches back in the first inning, got to second base on a single, but was picked off. Took away a big opportunity for Bowie as they had first and second with only 1 out. First pitch to him here is swung on and missed. Fastball down, and it's 0-1. Well, I am liking the way that Boyle is really working with the timing. This isn't something I picked up back on Monday. Because he stays set at the waist, steps back, takes a half-step hesitation forward before resetting with that step back, and then finally kicks and fires. The pitch is fouled off left side. Cowser behind 0-2. But it allows Boyle the opportunity to skip that little half-step back in a reset and go straight into the pitch. He doesn't do it here. He takes the half-step, kicks high and fires the 0-2. It's checked on away. They'll appeal. He didn't go. That was more of the wrists moving a little bit toward the zone. The barrel stayed back from Cowser. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes now. So let's see if Boyle does it again. Yep, he does. The extra half step, the high kick, the 1-2, grounded foul. First base side, and the count will remain. So there's a 13-pitch first for Boyle, a 14-pitch second. He's up to 8 pitches here in the third. And he has already been liable for a lot of the contact. 3 hits. Another 1-2 pitch to Cowser. Fastball misses way outside. Count runs even at 2. I am always fascinated by pitchers who use little diversion tactics like that. Because obviously it's for the benefit of throwing off the batter, but I wonder how often, if at all, it throws off the pitcher. The 2-2. Curveball misses inside, and it runs it full on Cowser. First full count that Boyle has worked to today. Opponents are hitting him for just 120 on full counts this year. He's struck out 12, walked 10. The payoff pitch. Fastball up and away, ball 4. So Cowser fights back from behind 0-2 to draw his second walk of the game. And after he struck out 3 times yesterday on a 1-for-4 day, he started today with 2 walks to bump back up to 10 on the season against just strikeouts. I was constantly impressed by Gunnar Henderson's approach to the strike zone, and I was questioning whether I'd see something like that again soon. As the first pitch to Prieto is grounded to second, a diving grab by Bastidas, and he can only go to first with it. The dive took him toward first base, so he would have had to upright and quickly turn to second, which was just out of the question. Cowser will advance to second, but Prieto grounds into a well-executed 4-3 putout. High-quality play there from Bastidas. But now runner in scoring position for Hudson Haskett. Well, to close my thought, Colton Cowser is really giving me some of those patient vibes that Gunnar Henderson had for Bowie when he was with the Baysox. First pitch. Called a strike to Haskin at the knees. Count opens up at 0-1. For reference, Gunnar Henderson has not played a game in the Eastern League in over a month. He is still number 10 in the Eastern League in walks drawn. He had 41 before getting promoted. The 0-1 pitch. Haskin flinches and a curveball away. Count runs even at a ball and a strike. Haskin struck out looking on a 2-2 pitch in the first inning. His plate appearance changed dramatically after stepping in with first and second, 1 away. A runner got picked off to make it only runner at first and 2 away. The 1-1 here. Swing and a miss. Too far ahead of the curveball. Count runs to a ball and 2 strikes. I wonder how much of a lead Cowser has shrunk now after getting picked off back in that first inning. So the second baseman, Baysox, is still probably only about, at most, a foot further away from the bag than Cowser. Next pitch to Haskin. He reaches for the curveball and just got it on the end of the bat, but rolls it foul right side. Count holds. Bowie ahead 1-0 here in the top of the third. A pair of doubles in the second inning, a leadoff double by Joey Ortiz, and a 2-out double by Greg Cullen to bring it in. Meanwhile, Ryan Watson has struck out 3 batters over 2 scoreless innings, giving up just 1 hit. Boyle sets, rocks slightly, but time is called as he's staring back Cowser at second. I think he realized time was finally called when Jesus Bastidas just started to look around in the other direction, getting out of his ready stance. So now we'll reset. Another 1-2 to Hudson Haskin. Misses down a breaking ball, and it runs the count even at 2. I do wonder, with Colton Cowser in the lineup, foreseeably for the rest of the season, unless he goes on a massive tear to earn a promotion to AAA, which isn't entirely impossible, but he'll spend a good chunk of the Bowie. I wonder if we get a walk renaissance for the Baysox. The 2-2 was fouled off left side. Count remains on Haskin. 18-pitch inning for Boyle so far. Runner at second, 2 away. Bowie ahead by 1. But again, the Baysox, over the first 10 weeks of the season, were leading the Eastern League in walks drawn just about every day, but they no longer lead. Reading has taken the lead from them. Another 2-2. Fouled off inside on the hands. It hit off of Haskin and the catcher. Roll slightly back to the pitcher's mound, and we'll do it once more. That was the 7th pitch of the plate appearance. Haskin's got that green-yellow tape wrapped around the handle of his bat, the stark white gloves against the gray uniform. Taps home once to set his position and holds the bat behind his shoulder, takes one half swing over the plate as Boyle sets. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, bounce to third, diving grab by Burt. He uprights, fires to first, but it's late. Haskin beats it out, but a stellar play by Burt to save a run. If he doesn't make that, it's down the line to left field, and Haskin would easily be at second. Cowser would have scored, but Haskin is fine with the single for now. Puts them at the corners. He's now got hits in 4 of his last 5 games, and here comes the pitching coach, Gerardo Casadiego, as Hudson Haskin wins the battle that lasts 8 pitches. And Joey Ortiz will come up following his double last inning to try and maybe add on to the 1-0 Bowie lead. Gives us a chance to tell you about Pest Now, proud sponsor of the Baysox. They provide pest control services for Prince George's Stadium, so that's how you know they're reliable. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, really any of it, general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, all other pest control services, call Pest Now, 301-231-8300, or visit them online at pestnow.com. A long third inning for the Baysox as they're trying to scrape across at least 1 run. Connor Norby grounded out to third to open the frame. Colton Cowser fell behind 0-2 before drawing a walk. Cesar Prieto grounded out sharply to second base, pushing Cowser to second, and Hudson Haskin hit a ball to third that was picked on a dive by Max Burt, but Burt could not get it to first in time with how deeply it was hit. Haskin reached on the single, put Cowser's Joey Ortiz with these runners at the corners and 2 away. Ortiz doubled on an 0-1 pitch in the second. The first pitch to him here is in there for a called strike. Changeup hits the upper outside corner, and it's 0-1 to start. Wind shifting a little bit in from the right side of the field at this point. As time is called behind home plate by Austin Wells, it would mostly help, if anything, the left-handers pulling the ball to try and keep it a little bit more on line, avoid the hook. Pickoff throw to first, no tag. It was a well-placed throw, but Haskin didn't have that big of a lead. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries, but he's attempted 5 this season, Hudson Haskin, and he's been caught 3 times. Austin Wells has caught both attempted steals against him this week. The 0-1. Ortiz watches breaking ball miss too far inside. Boyle a little stunned by the call, but it runs the count to a ball and a strike. Bowie ahead 1-0, trying to increase. At the corners with 2 away. 1-1. Ortiz slaps it up the first baseline, but it's foul. That one will get out of play, touches down and falls just past the Somerset bullpen. Liner there, runs it to a ball and 2 strikes. That was the 50th pitch for Sean Boyle here. So he's trying to escape the third. See if Haskin takes. Stays put. The 1-2. Popped up. Right field, shallow. The second baseman, Bastidas, calling for it. And on the infield dirt, makes the catch. So Bowie puts runners at the corners, but can't bring any home. We go to the bottom of the third. Bowie leads 1-0. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service, and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
We'll get your red capes ready and your iron suits too, because it's Superhero Day at Prince George's Stadium on Sunday, July 31st. You can meet your favorite costumed hero, and the first 750 fans ages 13 and up will pick up a Grayson Rodriguez Superman bobblehead for their own. Not only that, but it'll also be Heroes Day at the ballpark, honoring police, fire, and EMS with a Guns N' Hoses charity softball game. And the Baysox will wear custom Heroes jerseys, auctioned off post-game to benefit the Children's Cancer Foundation. Sunday, July 31st, so get your tickets at Baysox.com.
Bottom of the third here in Bridgewater, a 1-0 Bowie lead as Ryan Watson will try to maintain it. 9-1-2 in the Somerset lineup due up. Max Burt will lead it off. Right-hander hitting 190 this season, a 559 OPS in 56 games played. As Watson turns and fires the first pitch, it's a fastball, misses high. Count opens up at 1-0. 6 doubles, no triples for Burt, 5 homers, including one last night. It was a game-tying solo blast in the bottom of the 8th inning. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, check swing, called a strike away at the knees, and it's 1-1. Burt has 18 runs driven in this season. As Watson snaps ready at the chest, turns and fires the 1-1. It's popped up behind home plate. This one's coming our way, but it'll touch down in front. And it's just off of a fan's glove, probably about 4 rows in front of the broadcast location. This is one of the only ballparks that it's just almost an instinct where I will get a little bit antsy about a ball coming in our direction, simply because there was a viral video came out of this ballpark for an announcer catching a ball. Next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Curveball down, and Burt left chasing. Fourth strikeout for Ryan Watson. On his first trip through the order, that's a pretty good ratio. Back to the top of the lineup, here's Anthony Volpe. Yeah, former broadcaster for Somerset, Mark Schwartz. He now works for Major League Baseball in downtown New York. He went viral for catching a foul ball while broadcasting it. And it was all on video. First pitch to Volpe. Called a strike. Good snap up away at the knees, and it's 0-1 to start. Volpe grounded out to third base softly back in the first inning. Hit it right to Cesar Prieto. As Bowie leads 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. The 0-1 pitch to Volpe. Swing and a miss. Ahead on the changeup. Only 86. And it's 0-2. Watson sets. Here's the 0-2. Check swing, breaking ball down and away. Couldn't get him to chase like he did on Burt the previous at-bat. But he's still ahead, a ball and 2 strikes here. The next to Volpe. Line drive left field. This one will get past the fielder and touch down. Hit off of the top of the wall from one bounce. It's picked up by Connor Norby. Volpe will go to second base as the throw comes in late. His 21st double of the season. I was getting ready to say, at least at some point, Anthony Volpe has been having a very quiet series, but I held my tongue for fear of something like that exact thing happening. Yankees' top overall prospect picks up just his 3rd hit in this series. He has drawn plenty of walks, but he's just been hitting into plenty of putouts. So now here's Elijah Dunham. Game's tying run in scoring position, 1 away. And time called as Watson did not deliver in time. A pitch clock violation starts the count out at 1-0. Dunham reached on an error in the first inning, grounded to the second baseman on an 0-2 count. As Watson sets behind the ear, Volpe a short lead off of second base. The first official pitch is a breaking ball up and away to Dunham. Count starts out at 2-0. We'll see if Volpe tries the stolen base. 38 attempts this season. He's only been caught 3 times, but it's a shorter route to third, of course, and Roberts has the best arm. Volpe dances the 2-0 pitch. Fastball, spoiled foul left side, and it runs the count to 2 balls and a strike. Bowie ahead 1-0. Here in the bottom of the third. Volpe has only attempted, if I'm not mistaken, 1 stolen base all series. Make that 2. No, 3. I forgot he picked up 2 back on Thursday. But he's been successful on all of them. The 2-1. Again fouled off. High fastball gets back to the screen. The count goes even at 2. Volpe attempted a steal in the first game, the first plate appearance of the series. He drew a 4-pitch walk to start on July 4th. Then stole second and moved to third on an error when Cody Roberts sailed the throw into center field. He stole 2 bases on Thursday, both against Roberts as well. Secondary lead, the 2-2, is swung on and missed for strike 3. A curveball inside. Watson had really been trying to get that one going against the left-handers today, and he finally gets it on Dunham. His 5th strikeout, and there's 2 gone here in the third. So now here's a fellow left-hander, Wells. Flew out to left field back in the first inning. As Watson twirls the ball behind his waist. Brings them set, pulls it up to the chin, and drops down to the waist as normal. The first pitch, a check swing, a high fastball. They'll appeal to the base umpire. Wells didn't go around, and it's 1-0 to start. It was a hearty string of first pitch strikes for Ryan Watson. 9 of the first 10 batters he faced were served up a first pitch strike, but now back-to-back first pitch balls. The 1-0, swing and a miss, high fastball, and it's 1-1. But of course, Watson having to deal with the first runner in scoring position today, so he's working around that accordingly. Bowie ahead 1-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. Pick up the win today. They split the 6-game series with the first half champion in the Northeast Division. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Curveball down and inside. Got it to go on Wells again, and it's 1-2. It's been an all right turnout here in Somerset. Handful of empty seats in the sunlight on the second level. The lower level is a little more crowded. And the beer vendors walking around making their sales. As we wait on the 1-2 pitch to Austin Wells. Volpe feigns the takeoff. The pitch home misses down. And the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was a massive secondary lead by Volpe. He took a hop, then 2 extra steps to third before stopping and trotting slowly back to second base. If that was a fastball, I imagine Cody Roberts would have tried the back pick. Watson sets again. Looks back Volpe. The 2-2 to Wells. Swinging a high drive out toward left center field. Cowser sprinting, looking for the wall. He's going to run out of room as this one is off the top of the wall. Run will score. The game is tied. An RBI double for Austin Wells, and it's 1-1. So almost a carbon copy of the way that Bowie put their run on the board in the second inning. A pair of doubles, with the RBI double coming with 2 outs. And it's very hard to tell in this ballpark where some of these balls come down. I feel like they might miss out on home runs here, considering they have so much white signage, both above and below the yellow home run line in the outfield. Because strictly, I couldn't tell where that ball had come down. Had to base the judgment on the umpire there. So Wells picks up his first extra base hit at AA and his first RBI on just his second hit. Here's Brandon Lockridge. First pitch is a swing and a miss on a breaking ball low. It's 0-1 to start. So Wells now just 2 for 19 in his AA career. But as I was saying, something that Somerset has done well this series, making the most of the opportunities they get. As the 0-1 comes home. Fastball misses away. And the count goes even at a ball and a strike. It was a 24-pitch inning for Sean Boyle in the third. This inning is shaping up to be a little lengthy for Ryan Watson as well. Really needs to put down Lockridge. Lockridge struck out swinging on a 1-2 pitch in the first. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Change up low. And it's 1-2. Well, Watson is on a good run with the strikeouts again as well. Well, it looked like early his fastball obviously, or his curveball I should say, wasn't locating or getting the swings and misses inside that he was liking. Now it's working again. As he fires the 1-2, it's swung on and missed for strike 3. Watson has struck out 6 batters over just 3 innings this evening. He does allow the game to be tied, however. A 2-out RBI double by Austin Wells, and as we go to the 4th, it's 1-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Fans Care's around the corner at Patient First. Urgent care that's open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. No appointment needed. Learn more at patientfirst.com. Fourth inning here in Somerset, a 1-1 ball game as Maverick Handley leads off for Bowie. First pitch in from Sean Boyle is a curveball called for strike in at the letters. Count opens up at 0-1. It'll be Handley, Andrew Dashbach, and then Greg Cullen due up in this fourth. If any reach, Cody Roberts will follow. Handley grounded out to the second baseman back in the second inning. It was a productive out, moved a runner from second to third. He checks his swing on a breaking ball away. It's a bit of a, no, it's a foul, so he got a piece on it. Count goes to 0-2. 53 pitches for Sean Boyle so far. He needed 24 to work around two base runners in the third, but kept it scoreless. As he fires the 0-2 pitch, it swung on and just knuckled slowly up the third base line. Call says it hit off of the catcher, so it's a foul. Count remains at 0-2. Bowie's been a good team this season from the first batter of just about any inning they play in. They don't want to go down quick. The 0-2 misses low, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. And this is where I think they're starting to get it back a little bit. I said in the last half inning when Colton Cowser drew a walk after falling behind 0-2. Maybe a little bit of a renaissance for Bowie. The 1-2, lined right over to third, taken on 2 bounces by Max Bird, and he rips it to first. He put a lot of his body into that throw, and he gets it there, 5-3. There's one away. But the fact is that Bowie, at least for now, is looking a little bit more patient at the plate. They're drawing out a couple of more plate appearances, not pushing when they fall behind in counts. Here's Andrew Dashbach. Struck out looking back in the second inning. First pitch. Fastball bounces in, kicks up some dirt, and it's 1-0 to start. Well, Dashbach has always been the poster child for Bowie when it comes to extending those plate appearances. He leads the lineup, an average of 4.3 pitches seen per plate appearance. As Boyle holds, fires the 1-0 pitch, and it's called a strike. That changeup again, hitting the upper outside corner. That's where Boyle has picked up a ton of called strikes today. Count runs even at 1, but he's quickly into the motions to deliver the next. Here it is. Swinging a foul. Ahead on the curveball Dashbach. Count runs to a ball and 2 strikes. Base is empty, 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning, a 1-1 game. Bowie using 2 doubles to score a run in the second. Somerset doing the same in the third. As Boyle fires the 1-2 pitch. It misses wide, a curveball. Count goes even at 2. Baysox head back home after tonight. The only night game in the Eastern League this Sunday. As the 2-2 comes home, and it's fouled off inside, count holds. Now, from what I understand, this is a one-off for a Sunday night home game in Bridgewater. For what reason they decided to have this game on Sunday, have this game at night on Sunday, I'm not sure. But it made me realize that Bowie has played a lot of Sunday night games this season, and it's very strange. They've just almost been unlucky with the scheduling. As the 2-2 comes home, and it's swung on and missed away for strike 3. Third strikeout for Sean Boyle. 2 of them have come against Andrew Dashbach. And now quickly 2 gone in the fourth for Greg Cullen. Yeah, Bowie played a Sunday night game in Reading. That was a tough game to deal with, considering it was a doubleheader that they did not move the start time up at all on. So instead of a single game at 5:15, Reading forced Bowie to play a doubleheader at 5:15. As the first pitch into Greg Cullen is called a strike outside edge, it's 0-1. Bowie played a night game in Altoona at the conclusion of their 6-game series back on the 5th. They've got this one here. As the next comes in, and it's called a strike, top half to Cullen. Count goes to 0-2. Greg Cullen had the RBI double in the second inning. Fortunately, after this, Bowie will not play another Sunday night game until the season finale when they're in Akron. Akron has, of course, been a little notorious for later Sunday starts, but it is the season finale, so usually you have fireworks or something like that. The 0-2 pitch to Cullen misses down, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Bases empty, 2 away, a 1-1 game here in the top of the 4th inning. Watson and Boyle pretty much working almost identical starts. Lengthy thirds. The 1-2 is grounded foul, first base side. Watson up to 60 pitches after 3. Boyle was at 51 after 3. And they've tracked the pitch count here in Somerset. Best estimate I can give you is that he's north of 65, probably a little closer to 70. Another 1-2 to Cullen. Late swing, fouled off left side, a curveball, count holds.
I am very proud of myself.
And he got the shift on for Cullen. He pulls it nearly half the time that he's been here with Bowie this season. As the 1-2 comes home, and it's ripped foul. Pulled up the first base line. And we'll do it once more. That was the 5th pitch of the plate appearance. As Bowie just tries to extend the inning in any way they can right now. You want to see if you can get Boyle out of this game before he finishes the 5th inning. That'd be really helpful for the Baysox. As he kicks and fires another 1-2. It's spoiled foul again, left side. That one lifted over the netting. Cullen has fouled off 4 consecutive pitches. Still holds it a ball and 2 strikes. Boyle with that hesitation, back step, kicks and fires another 1-2, and it's high. Middle of the plate, but around the chin. And the count runs even at 2 on Cullen. The 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Fastball inside. Cullen knew it, immediately walks back to the dugout. 3 up, 3 down inning for Boyle, his first today. He's got 4 strikeouts now, and as we go to the bottom of the 4th, it's tied 1-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
That's right, it's Dynamite Night at Prince George's Stadium on Friday, July 15th. Meet legendary actor and comedian Jimmy J.J. Walker, star of the 1970s hit Good Times, with a special VIP meet and greet package available. That's Friday, July 15th for Dynamite Night with Jimmy J.J. Walker at Prince George's Stadium. So head to Baysox.com right now to get your tickets and learn more.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Bottom of the 4th inning, you're in Bridgewater as the first pitch to Jason Rosario misses away for a ball. A 1-1 game with Ryan Watson still working on the mound for Bowie. Next offering to Rosario is fouled off left side, and the count evens at 1. Matt Sabat is with you on what's been a Warm but still good-looking day here in Bridgewater. Rosario, Bastidas, and Gasper due up in this half inning for the Patriots. As the 1-1 from Watson is on its way, and it's a line drive into center, a base hit. Rosario leads off the frame with a single. First time today that Somerset has gotten the leadoff batter on base. 4th hit overall for the Patriots. The Baysox also have 4. And now here's Jesus Bastidas, who's grounded into 4 double plays this season. Right-hander steps in. They put a mild shift on for him. Second baseman is the one playing close to the bag to try and receive the first of 2. First pitch. Fastball misses wide, and the count starts out at 0-1. Rosario, a mild stolen base threat on this squad. 13 attempts. He's been caught 4 times. But no attempts today from Somerset. Haven't tried against Cody Roberts yet. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball lifted out toward left center. It's headed toward the wall and out toward deep left. It's gone. That one just hung right up there. 9th home run of the season for Bastidas, a 2-run shot, and Somerset leads 3-1. Really didn't seem like that one was going to go out, but it just kept on carrying. RBIs number 31 and 32 on the season. And now here's Mickey Gasper. 12th home run that Ryan Watson has allowed this year. First pitch to the switch hitter. He's in there for a called strike. Breaking ball hits high, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Fastball skips low, and it's 1-1. You can tell the first 2 batters, Watson was trying to get them to chase in the first offering, and it didn't happen. And went with the pitch in the zone on the second pitch. Worked for Rosario before he singled. Next pitch fouled off to Gasper, left side. 1-2. Then he tried to do it to Bastidas, pitched him away for a ball. Bastidas realized the fastball was coming and saw his opportunity, took it. Made it count, and now Bowie trails by 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Deep line drive shot to center. Gauser sprinting back, but he makes the catch on this one. That was a well-struck ball. Much more on barrel for Gasper than it was for Bastidas, but maybe just not enough power behind it. 1 away. Here's Michael Beltre. Beltre struck out swinging on a full count offering back in the second. First pitch, curveball, called strike, top half of the zone, and it's 0-1. Here's the next, curveball away this time. Count runs even at a ball and a strike. Well, the Baysox this season have been a good team when they score first, 23-16 on the year. 1-1 pitch. Down and away. Run into 2-1 on Beltre. Shift on for the switch hitter batting lefty. Next offering is swung on and missed low, a fastball. Count runs even at 2. So this is already the most runs that Watson has allowed in an outing since the 23rd. The home run has really started to be a thorn in his side all season. Next pitch, curveball, bounced foul. First base side as the count remains even at 2. Because after Watson started with that mind-blowing streak of 13 consecutive scoreless innings to open his Double-A career among the 2 relief outings and then his first start, he's now allowed a home run in all but 2 of his following starts. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled off left side this time, a pop out. And the count stays at 2-2. So that's at least one home run in 10 of 13 starts for Watson. Next pitch. This one a deep drive to right center field. Cows are out toward the warning track, but it's Hudson Haskin to converge with him and make the catch. So after the home run, quickly 2 flyouts, but both of them very, very deep. And now Max Burt, who had a home run yesterday. Burt struck out swinging on a 1-2 pitch back in the third. As they play him straight up on the infield, first pitch to the right-hander, misses away a fastball, and the count starts out at 1-0. 77 pitches for Watson. That's already more than he threw over his 5 innings on Monday. He's only got 2 outs here in the fourth. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Breaking ball high, and it runs the count even at a ball and a strike. Watson usually tops out around the mid-80s. As the 1-1 comes in, and it's bounced slowly to short. Should end the inning as Ortiz receives at the chest and fires to first, getting it to Dashbach in time. 2-run home run by Jesus Bastidas highlights the fourth, and as we go to the fifth, Bowie trails 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
If you're working in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area as a pipe fitter, pipe welder, or HVAC service technician, and you're interested in a better life, a better means to provide for yourself and your family, a way to make sure that you're earning the highest wage and the best benefits in our industry. Visit our website at steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org. And let's talk about what we can do to help change your life.
Hey, coffee lovers. Know where you'll find the world's freshest cup of coffee? Right here at Royal Farms. Because with our new brewing system, it takes less than a minute to go from selecting the kind of coffee you want to this. Ah, the freshest, most flavorful cup of coffee you can buy is at Royal Farms. So try one. It'll be love at first sip because it's the freshest coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Always a pleasure to have you join us in the ballpark each day. Matt Sabatas with you from TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater. Hopefully Bowie can give you a little bit of a better game as they trail 3-1 entering the fifth. It'll be 9-1 2 up for the Baysox, starting with Cody Roberts. First pitch. Roberts watches a changeup called for strike in the top half of the zone. It's 0-1. Sean Boyle back to work. He had his first perfect inning in the fourth inning. While he did need 20 pitches to get it done, got a ground out and 2 strikeouts. After Roberts, it's Connor Norby and Colton Cowser set to bat. 0-1 pitch. Pop foul behind home plate. This one will get out of play, and it's 0-2. Roberts flew out to right field on a 1-1 pitch back in the second inning. As the 0-2 comes home, and it's swung on and missed, Roberts lost his bat. Curveball away as the bat flies to the warning track in front of the Baysox dugout. I don't want to read that as a piece of symbolism, but it's hard not to. Because since Bowie's RBI double in the second inning for their only run of today's game, they've collected just 1 hit. It was an infield single. 5th strikeout for Sean Boyle. Here's Connor Norby. First pitch, called a strike on a high fastball. It's 0-1. Norby 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to center field in the first. Grounded out to third base in the third. As the 0-1 comes home. Swing and a miss. High fastball. It's 0-2. Boyle peers, does that hesitation half step he always does, fires the 0-2, and it's called strike 3 on the outside edge. Boyle has struck out 2 batters here in the 5th on 6 pitches. He's up to 6 strikeouts overall today. So now here's Colton Cowser. With today's start time at 5:05, it's the only time all week that we've had sunlight on most of the infield. Every other game this week started at 7:05 when the sun was already mostly set behind the stadium. First pitch to Cowser, misses down and inside. That's the first ball thrown by Boyle in this inning. Base is empty and 2 away. Next pitch, down and inside again to Cowser, and it's 2-0. 2 plate appearances for Cowser today. He's walked both times. He got to second base in the first and was picked off. Got to third base in the third and was left there. As the 2-0 pitch comes in, and it's called a strike, top half of the zone. Runs the count to 2-1. Bowie only left 2 runners on base yesterday. That's because they hit into a double play, had a runner caught stealing. As the next pitch is grounded right to third. They had the shift on, but Burt was placed perfectly. Fires it to first, and it's another 1-2-3 inning. 7 in a row retired by Boyle. Halfway home here in Bridgewater. Bowie trails 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Make sure you've got your Jedi cloaks ready on Saturday, July 16th for Star Wars Saturday at Prince George's Stadium. Meet dozens of Star Wars characters out at the ballpark, take part in interactive exhibits and lightsaber battles, and you can bid on specialty game-worn jerseys by the Baysox players at the game. It's all sponsored by Taco Bell, and it comes your way on Saturday, July 16th. So get your tickets now for Star Wars Saturday at the ballpark by heading to Baysox.com.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to Baysox.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Bottom of the 5th inning here in Bridgewater as Bowie trails 3-1. Ryan Watson will come out for another inning of work after giving up the single and 2-run home run to open up the 4th inning that broke the 1-1 tie. He got 2 deep flyouts and a ground out to finish the frame, but now he starts his 3rd trip through the order. Leadoff man Anthony Volpe will open up. First pitch home to the right-hander is swung on and missed. A curveball. It's 0-1 to start. Volpe scored the first run, a tying run for Somerset at that point back in the 3rd inning when he doubled with 1 out to left field. Came around to score on a 2-out RBI double by Austin Wells. As Watson shakes off one from Cody Roberts, now a second. Snap set, turns and fires the 0-1 pitch. It's a called strike, fastball at the knees, and it's 0-2. No action in the bullpen yet for Bowie, but Watson is already up to 82 pitches, and that's up there for his season highs. But he has been routinely getting to 80 since the start of June. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball misses wide. We've seen pitches called for strikes in that vicinity before. But it runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Season high for Watson, career high. Came back on the 16th. A month ago, he tossed 87 pitches. Next offering is floated out to deep right field. Haskin backing up on it, has a beat, and up against the warning track, makes the catch. So Volpe flies out, and there's one gone. Elijah Dunham will dig in. There has not been any action in the bullpen either for Bowie, so at least they're letting Watson get his reps in, and I think that's important. While it can be frustrating at points, and when you want to try and win the game to make a switch to a fresh reliever, maybe just go for an inning before you dig deeper into the bullpen. You want to see how much you can get out of Ryan Watson. The first pitch to Dunham is smashed out to center, on a line right to Colton Cowser, and he makes the catch after stepping back a couple of trots. Quickly 2 gone. And obviously at-bats like that will help because one pitch and there's a quick out. But with the way that the rotation has been shifting around for Bowie, Zach Peak recently placed on the injured list. Watson does not have a usual tandem partner anymore. As the first pitch into Austin Wells is called a strike on the top half, it's 0-1. He used to have Connor Loprich to normally take a handful of innings, but now Loprich has shifted to follow Drew Rom after Noah DeNoyer stepped into a full starting role. So now Watson is left without a tandem partner to take bulk innings after Watson's start. Next pitch to Wells misses down, and it's 1-1. 1 for 2 day for Wells, RBI double in the third. Tied the game at 1 at that point, but Bowie now trails 3-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball down, and it's 2-1. So that was a career high, tying 87 pitches for Watson. As Bowie gets Easton Lucas up and loose in the pen. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses inside, and it's 3-1. Lucas followed Watson on Monday, tossed 2 innings in relief then. Bowie got scoreless work from their bullpen on Monday. But again, a game they lost 1-0. The 3-1 to Wells. Curveball in there for a called strike. Runs the count full. First full count that Watson has worked to. Second inning. He got Jesus Bastidas to ground out. 3-2. Rolled foul slightly, first base side as the count holds. This could be the last batter Watson faces. I don't think it would be if Wells reaches. They'd probably leave him in for Lockridge, but Lockridge would definitely be the last if it happens. Another payoff. Popped up, left side, shallow outfield. Norby sprinting toward foul ground. He has to slide, and he makes the catch. Maybe he didn't have to slide, but it was a little extra flourish for it to help polish off a perfect inning. 3 up, 3 down, a fly out, a line out, and a shallow pop out to left. Watson finishes out the 5th. We're on the 6th. Bowie trails 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
It's not baseball season without fireworks, and you can always count on the biggest and best at Prince George's Stadium. There's no better way to cap off a fun evening at the ballpark than a spectacular fireworks show. And the Baysox have got you covered this season with 16 different shows to choose from. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com. Still 3 more fireworks shows in the month of July on Saturday the 16th, Friday the 29th, and Saturday the 30th. Hope to see you there.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Sixth inning here in Somerset as Bowie trails 3-1. Cesar Prieto will lead off the frame for the Baysox. Sean Boyle back to work for his sixth inning. Already in line for a win, trying to extend. First pitch, Prieto, the left-hander, watches fastball miss away, and it's 1-0 to start. Boyle is getting up there in pitch count. He was at 71 just after the fourth inning. But it was a quick 3-up, 3-down fifth to help him get here. The 1-0, a curveball called for strike high, and it's 1-1. Prieto laid down a bunt single on the first pitch he saw in the first inning, but grounded out to the second baseman on the first pitch he saw in the third inning. So he's being patient here on his third at-bat against Boyle. The 1-1 pitch, and he smashes it out to deep center field. Rosario running back, looking up, and it bounces off of the base of the wall. Prieto will go to second, no one covering, so he stops standing. A leadoff double for Cesar Prieto, his 10th of the season. And the Baysox have a runner in scoring position to open the sixth. Tying run comes to the plate in Hudson Haskin. This could be a good start against Boyle, who's now up toward 85 pitches. Haskin 1 for 2 on the day. He had a hot shot single to third back in the third. If it weren't for a diving play by the third baseman, Max Bird, it would have driven in a run. And Haskin would have gotten to second base, but instead, it was just an infield single, and the runners were left stranded in the corners. First pitch to Haskin, swung on and missed. Fastball inside, and the count opens up at 0-1. Bowie trailing 3-1 here in the top of the sixth inning. Series finale with Somerset. Patriots have won 3 of the first 5 games. Bowie trying to split the series. Here's the 0-1. Grounded slowly to third. Will not advance the runner as Burt picks it, throws it sidearm to first in time. 5-3 put out, and there's one away. This is where Bowie has run into a lot of frustrating problems this season. So while they have some of the best numbers from those leadoff batters, as I mentioned, they lead the league in leadoff doubles. They've already picked up 2 today. Joey Ortiz led off the second with a double, and now Prieto with a double in the sixth. But the Baysox have the most strikeouts in the league when they're batting with runners on base. First pitch home here is grounded back to second. Joey Ortiz will advance the runner, but he's thrown out. Jesus Bastidas gets it to Gasper. 4-3 put out, a productive out, but now 2 away as Maverick Handley steps in. You need a base hit to get in that run. Maverick Handley 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. Bowie has had their frustrations with runners left on base as Handley swings and misses at the first offering down. It's 0-1. The Baysox have left the most runners on base in the Eastern League this season. Entering today's game, it was at 601, an average of about 7.5 per game. As the 0-1 to Handley is in the zone for a called strike. Changeup hit the letters, and it's quickly 0-2. Meanwhile, today the Baysox have only left 4 on base. Handley quickly behind, 0-2. The pitch. Fastball misses down and away. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Easton Lucas still warming in the bullpen for Bowie, so Ryan Watson is done. Right-hander tossed 5 innings, gave up 3 runs. As the 1-2 from Boyle is swung on and missed for strike 3. So Bowie gets a leadoff double and strands the runner at third. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Bowie trails 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the DC area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
Bottom of the sixth inning here in Somerset as Bowie trails 3-1. Baysox will make a pitching change as Ryan Watson will call it a day. In line for the loss at the moment unless Bowie can tie or take the lead. Watson tossed 5 innings, gave up 5 hits and 3 runs all earned. He struck out 6 and did not walk anyone. That is the first time he's not walked a batter since June 23rd. He's had some of the highest strikeout to walk ratio numbers in the league this year, and it continues today. But Easton Lucas takes over, trying to keep things clean and buy time for the Bowie offense. First pitch home to Brandon Lockridge is fouled off back to the screen. Fastball starts it out at 0-1. Easton Lucas, a 6'4", 180-pound left-hander, traded over from Miami back in 2019. That was the Jonathan VR deal. As he turns and fires the 0-1 to Lockridge, it's grounded foul, third base side, and the count goes to 0-2. Lucas on the season for Bowie has made 17 appearances, gone 1-0. He sports a 6.23 ERA with 30 and a third innings of work. He struck out 32 batters, walked 18, allowed 5 home runs. He holds set at the chin while a shake couple from Cody Roberts, and Roberts calls for time. No, rather the batter calls for time. Lockridge is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts today, both swinging, both on 1-2 counts. The 0-2 pitch here is in there for strike 3. Fastball dots the inside corner of the zone. Lucas opens his relief appearance with a strikeout. 7th overall for Baysox pitching, and there's one away here in the 6th. Here's Jason Rosario. Lefty on lefty now, as the first pitch comes in and Rosario flinches at a fastball up and away for a ball. A leadoff single in the 4th inning for Rosario set the table for Jesus Bastidas' go-ahead 2-run home run. Next pitch. Fastball misses down and away this time. Quickly 2-0. Lucas making his 2nd appearance of this series. It's a lot of times very rare for Baysox pitchers to appear twice in a series unless it's the Tuesday-Sunday situation. Next pitch to Rosario, down and away. 3 pitches and it's a 3-0 count. Next offering. Rosario watches fastball high. 4-pitch walk. First walk given up by a Baysox pitcher today. And a 1-out runner on base for Jesus Bastidas. And Lucas came in, tossed 2 scoreless innings, relieving Watson on Monday. He did walk same batter, Jason Rosario, in those 2 innings, but Rosario was caught stealing. Other than that, Lucas did not allow a base runner. First pitch in, and Bastidas lines it out to the right center field gap. Haskin making the run at it, and he makes the catch on it just in front of the warning track. Bastidas was definitely thinking about another 2-run bomb. But there's suddenly 2 away, and now Mickey Gasper will step in. Still no stolen base attempts in this game for Somerset. The Baysox haven't attempted one, but they did have a runner picked off in the first. Pickoff throw to first. But Rosario steps back in easily. Dashbach makes the catch in front of the bag, so no tag even. We'll wait on the first pitch to Gasper, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Both times he's hit the ball into center field. First for a single, and then once on a line out in the fourth. Here's the first pitch to him. Right-hander checks his swing. On a pitch down, he went. Home plate umpire rings him up on it, and it's 0-1. Switch hitting Gasper, batting as a righty for the first time today. He hits well against lefties this season. A .375 average compared to .254 against right-handers. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Called a strike, upper outside corner, and the count goes to 0-2. Runner at first, 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Bowie trails 3-1. They're leading 1-0 early. Lucas sets. Fires the 0-2, and it's swung on and just fouled off of the catcher's glove. Just a small sliver. Watson almost had it. Would have secured the strikeout. But instead, the count remains at 0-2, and Lucas will have to try again. Prior to his appearance on Monday, Lucas made one outing against Erie when the Baysox were up in Erie, so he didn't actually appear at all in the Richmond series. Tossed 2 scoreless innings, gave up 2 hits, still struck out a pair. See if Rosario takes off on a secondary 0-2. He stays put. The next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. High curveball. Gasper hesitated on it, realized he probably should have given it a try, and made the mistake. 2 strikeouts around a 4-pitch walk, and Lucas logs a scoreless 6th. We're on to the 7th. Bowie trails 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service, and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
When your commercial plumbing project calls for a job done safely and on time, then your job calls for the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Local 5 will always deliver the most skilled and well-trained plumbing craftsmen in the DMV. If you're a contractor who needs safe jobs done well, you need the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Start your partnership with them today. Visit local5plumbers.org. That's local5plumbers.org.
There's plenty going on at Prince George's Stadium on Saturday, July 30th. It's the Island Luau night at the ballpark as the Baysox battle the Altoona Curve. Live music from the islands, inspirational dance performances, and more. But that's not all. It's also Maryland's worst car, a piece of junk on wheels. Well, here's your chance to show it off. Again, that's all on Saturday, July 30th. So head to Baysox.com to purchase tickets and find out more about registering for Maryland's worst car show. Hope to see you there.
Pitching change here in Bridgewater as the Baysox trail 3-1. Somerset going into the bullpen for the first time today as Sean Boyle is done on 6 strong innings. A quality start for the right-hander. In line for a potential win, Stephen Jennings will try to maintain the lead for Somerset. Bowie trying to turn it around with Andrew Dashbach starting at the plate. First pitch, a curveball is popped foul right side. This one will range out of play, and it's 0-1 to start. Dashbach, Greg Cullen, and Cody Roberts due up. Dashbach is 0 for 2 on the day, a pair of strikeouts. 6 innings for Sean Boyle, 5 hits, a run. It was earned. He struck out 7 and walked 2. Both walks were to Colton Cowser. As the 0-1 comes home, it's a fastball swung on and missed high, 0-2. As Jennings takes over, 6'2", 175-pound right-hander from Brush Creek, Tennessee, claimed off of waivers by New York back in December of 2021. He fires the 0-2 to Dashbach, and it misses down. Count runs to a ball and 2 strikes. 24 appearances for Jennings this season, this being his 25th, most in relief for Somerset this year. 2-2 record, a 4.62 ERA. 39 innings, 32 strikeouts, 9 walks. He's given up 5 home runs. That's the most in the bullpen as well. The 1-2. Dashbach swings and misses. Breaking ball down. And he's down on strikes for the 3rd time today. Jennings starts his relief appearance with a punch-out. 8th overall for Somerset pitching. And now here's Greg Cullen. Cullen drove in Bowie's only run today, a 2-out RBI double over the head of the left fielder back in the 2nd inning. As the first pitch comes in and Cullen watches it for a called strike inside. It's 0-1 to start. Again, Jennings making his 2nd appearance this series. He came in on Wednesday following Randy Vasquez, who tossed 5 innings and gave up 4 runs. The 0-1 pitch, check swing high fastball. Call it for strike. It's 0-2 on Cullen. Jennings tossed 2 perfect innings, but all on contact. 2 flyouts, a lineout, and 3 groundouts. Here's the 0-2 to Cullen. Breaking ball low, and the count runs to a ball and 2 strikes. Cullen struck out looking on a 2-2 pitch back in the 4th inning. As Bowie trails by 2 here in the top of the 7th. The next. Fastball down, and it runs even on Cullen. Shadows slowly pushing their way out from in front of home plate, taking over inches and inches of the infield as the 2-2 is popped up. Left side of the infield, now out towards shallow left as Dunham has to run down on it. He makes the catch. And there's quickly 2 gone. It's only 1 base runner for Bowie since Hudson Haskins' infield single with 2 outs in the 3rd. Other than that, it's been Cesar Prieto's leadoff double in the 6th, and that's it. Over the span, Bowie has struck out 6 times. Now here's Cody Roberts. First pitch. Fastball just misses down and away, and the count starts out at 1-0. Roberts 0 for 2, flew out to right field back in the 2nd inning. He struck out swinging on 3 offerings back in the 5th. The 1-0. Fastball grounded foul, 3rd base side. Just a little bit too early on it. Took a couple of bounces in fair territory before hooking across the line and skimming to the left of the bag by probably about a foot, 2 feet at most. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Jennings sets, fires the next, and it's called a strike on that wide give. Plenty of right-handers have watched pitches that they expected to be outside, maybe a little bit against the opposing batter's box. Still called for strikes today. Bowie has not gotten a handle on it yet. So we sit here in the 7th. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Jennings spins the sinker. Bowie goes down in order once again. Time to stretch. Bowie trails 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional, organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Bottom of the 7th inning here in Bridgewater as Bowie still trails 3-1. Easton Lucas spun a scoreless 6th. 2 strikeouts against a walk, and now he faces 8-9-1 here in the 7th. First pitch to Michael Beltre is fouled off back behind the screen. Count opens up at 0-1. Beltre, Burt, and then Volpe due up in this half inning as Lucas is probably just going to take 2 innings like he usually does and wrap it up there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Beltre watches breaking ball, miss up and inside, run the count even at a ball and a strike. Switch hitter batting as a righty for the first time today. Beltre has had his struggles when batting right-handed, only a 171 average and a 412 OPS. He swings and misses at a high changeup, way too far ahead of it, and it runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Beltre's strikeout rate is almost a 10th higher than it is regularly, and his walk rate is only about half as much when he's facing left-handers. The 1-2 pitch misses up and away, and it runs the count even at 2 on Beltre. It's an 0-for-2 day. Flew out to right field his last time up. Did give it a deep ride, but it's still a fly out. The 2-2, half swing, and he just got a piece of it. Ahead of the curveball, he really had to slow it down just to make sure that he got something. And it hits into home plate as the count holds. And time called. Another 2-2. Down and inside. Run the count full. First full count that Lucas has worked to today. Beltre has ran every single plate appearance he's had to a full count. Payoff. High ball 4. So from ahead of ball and 2 strikes, Lucas loses the leadoff batter. Second time today that Somerset has put the leadoff batter on base after Jason Rosario singled to open the 4th inning. 2-run home run by Jesus Bastidas broke the 1-1 tie. That has us where we are now. Max Burt is 0-for-2. Grounded out to shortstop his last time up. As the first pitch in is a breaking ball in there for a called strikeout or half. Count opens up at 0-1. Burt's in it at 2 double plays this year. He's got a ground ball to fly ball ratio of about dead even at 1. Wind coming in a bit from right field as the 0-1 pitch is lifted foul right side. This one will tail out of play, so already 0-2. And just the way that the bullpen has been turning along with the rotation in kind of a pretty regimented order. I have to imagine it'll be Clayton McGinnis to follow Easton Lucas. And did I just call that? Is that McGinnis that just stood up in the bullpen? Next pitch, misses high. That is Clayton McGinnis. It's a ball and 2 strikes on Burt. They might have to bring in McGinnis earlier than expected if Lucas struggles to retire batters here in this frame. Pickoff throw to first, no tag. Beltre was back into the bag standing before the throw even got there. So we'll wait on the 1-2. Most pitches that Lucas has thrown over the last month is just 44. He's up to 22 right now. He threw 27 on Monday. As the runner goes, the 1-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. Throw to second is not in time. It was a looping toss by Cody Roberts. Didn't look like he had his usual power behind it. Beltre swipes his 20th bag this season. Roberts allows his 15th stolen base. Lucas logs his 3rd strikeout. All of that happening within the span of just one pitch. But now double play is off the table. So it goes back to the top of the lineup for Anthony Volpe. First pitch, Volpe, 1-0 to start. 1 for 3 day for Volpe, a double and a run scored in the 3rd. He grounded out to third base in the 1st, flew out to right field his last time up. Here's the next. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and inside, and the count goes even at a ball and a strike. Bowie down 3-1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 6 more outs to try and work with. It'll be the top of the lineup due up when we move to the 8th. Here's the next. Volpe watches breaking ball, called for strike on the inside edge. He tosses that left hand up with an "are you kidding me" look on his face. Runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Lucas looks for his 4th K. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. High fastball. Lucas strikes out Volpe. And there's quickly 2 gone after the leadoff walk and stolen base. So now you don't have to worry just yet about rushing McGinnis to get warm. He can go at a routine pace now with 2 outs. Maybe get a quick out of Dunham and send us on to the 8th. Left-hander is 0 for 3 on the day. Reached on an error in the 1st inning. First pitch. Dunham swings through a slider down and away, and it's 0-1 to start. After the 1st, Dunham struck out swinging in the 3rd. He lined out to deep center in the 5th. That was a 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Watson. He retired the final 6 batters he faced after giving up the go-ahead 2-run home run in the 4th. Here's the 0-1. Late swing, slider away again, and Dunham couldn't pick it up. Count goes to 0-2. But again, as Bowie trails 3-1, they need the offense to get going in their own right. They've only got 1 base runner over their last 4 innings. That was a leadoff double by Cesar Perito in the 6th. He got to 3rd and was left there. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses down. After the 2 sliders, middle and away, tried to get him to chase a little low. But it runs to a ball and 2 strikes now. Shift on for Dunham. Left-hander Lucas sets. Holds the glove closely to the gut. 1-2. Lifted out towards shallow right. Haskin jogging down. Now sprinting a little bit. Makes the catch. So the inning is over. Leadoff walk stranded at second base. As we go to the 8th, Bowie still trails 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
Eighth inning here in Bridgewater as Bowie tries to climb out of a 2-run hole. They trail 3-1 as Somerset goes into the bullpen yet again. It's been constant one-inning relievers all series for the Patriots, a more traditional aspect for what the Yankees are trying to develop, of course. As Steven Jennings tosses a scoreless seventh, a perfect seventh with 2 strikeouts. That was his day. As Emmanuel Ramirez steps in and fires a first pitch strike to Connor Norby on the outside edge of the zone. It'll be the 1-2-3 batters in the Baysox lineup as Ramirez fires the next, and it's swung on and missed away. Quickly 0-2. After Norby, it'll be Colton Cowser and then Cesar Prieto due up. So again, a perfect inning for Jennings. 2 strikeouts. He earns a hold. As Ramirez looks for the punch-out on his first batter. The 0-2 pitch is checked on. Curveball away. It's 1-2. Emmanuel Ramirez for Somerset, a 6'2", 190-pound right-hander from Puerto Plata in the Dominican. Minor league free agent signed last year. Fires the 1-2 pitch, and Norby watches it bounce. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ramirez has made 15 appearances this season, gone 3-0, a 1.86 ERA, 19 in the third innings. He struck out 19, walked 4, allowed just 2 home runs. He's converted his only save. The 2-2. Norby watches it low, so from behind 0-2, the count runs full. As the next is floated out toward right center. Rosario will get there. Camps under it, and the center fielder records the first out. So now 1 away. Here's Colton Cowser. First pitch to the left-hander is checked on. Fastball misses above the letters. Count starts out at 1-0. Cowser 0 for 1 in the day. Grounded out to third base in the 5th. He's drawn 2 walks. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball called to strike in the lower inside corner, and it's 1-1. Cowser has gotten into scoring position twice. Hasn't scored. Picked off of second base in the first, stranded at third base in the third. As the 1-1 comes home. Cowser watches it up and away. Count goes to 2-1. But we still only has 1 base runner since the start of the 4th inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Cowser watches a called strike. Fastball hits down and inside, and the count evens at 2. Cesar Prieto doubled to deep center field to open up the 6th. Moved to third on a ground out and was left there. The only base runner that Bowie's gotten in their last 4+. Here's the 2-2 to Cowser. Called strike 3 at the knees. Snapped up by Wells on a fastball. Cowser strikes out for the first time today. It's the 10th strikeout for Somerset pitching. Now, Bowie went through a similar stretch yesterday, and it's just frustrating to watch at points. I imagine it's not that hard to pick up on my voice, but Cesar Prieto will dig in. He's been pacing the offense on a 2-for-3 day. A bunt single and a double, but he hasn't driven anyone in or scored. First pitch home is called a strike. Bottom edge is 0-1. Yesterday, Bowie did not collect a base hit after the first batter of the second inning all the way until 2 outs in the 9th. Next pitch to Prieto, misses above the shoulders, another fastball, it's 1-1. Yeah, Greg Cullen had a single to start the second, but was taken out on a double play, and then Bowie just went down in order until the 7th. Got 2 walks, and then was quiet again until Joey Ortiz's go-ahead RBI single with 2 outs and 2 strikes in the 9th inning. That's how close it was, but that was because Bowie had taken an early 2-0 lead, allowed Somerset to tie the game, and broke out. Here they trail 3-1. Pitch misses high on Prieto, so now the 2-1 pitch is bounced off of home plate right back to the mound. Picked up by Ramirez and tossed softly to first. 1-3 put out. It's another perfect frame for Somerset pitching. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Bowie trails 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
From bug bites to burns, fevers to flu, and bruises to broken bones, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Bottom of the 8th inning here in Bridgewater as Bowie hopes for at least one more scoreless frame before they go into the 9th trying to climb out of a 3-1 hole. Somerset will send 3, 4, and 5 to the plate against the new Bowie pitcher. Clayton McGinnis takes over in relief for the Baysox. Easton Lucas departs, his third consecutive 2 scoreless inning outing. He walked 2, struck out 4. A good day for Lucas as Clayton McGinnis takes over. First pitch home is a called strike on a slider up and away to Austin Wells. It's 0-1. Wells, Lockridge, Rosario in this half inning. Wells had the RBI double in the 3rd inning that tied the game at 1. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed down and away, and it's already 0-2. Clayton McGinnis, a 6'1", 180-pound right-hander, non-drafted free agent signed in 2019 out of Wichita State. He turns quickly and fires the 0-2. It's bounced foul off of Wells' bat and home plate in front of the mound where it's picked up. And now here comes Kyle Moore quickly to say that that should have been an out because I don't think it bounced off of home plate. I think it bounced in front of the plate and hit again off of Wells' bat. Now, by rule, if it hits off of the bat again, it is designated as an out. And Moore was quick to get his point across. I'm not sure how serious he was about it, but he's already back, headed to the dugout. But the count remains at 0-2. So McGinnis will try again. The pitch. Popped foul, left side out of play. Count holds. McGinnis on the season for Bowie has made 7 appearances, gone 1-0 with an 8.68 ERA. 9 1/3 innings. He struck out 6 batters, walked 5, allowed a home run. He's coming off of a scoreless inning against Somerset on Monday. Next pitch bounced past the mound, right side, a slow roller for Cullen. He scoops it with the glove in front of the infield grass and makes the quick turn to first base, getting it there in time for 3. So 1 away. Now here's Brandon Lockridge. And McGinnis and Lucas were the 2 pitchers to follow Watson on Monday as well when Bowie lost 1-0. They both pitched very well. McGinnis gave up a leadoff single, but worked a force out at third base and got 2 flyouts for the scoreless frame. First pitch to Lockridge is bounced up the third base line, but foul. Count opens up at 0-1. Tough day at the plate for Lockridge. 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. He chased after a pair of 1-2 pitches, one in the first, one in the third, and then he struck out looking on 3 pitches in the 6th. McGinnis sets at the waist, snaps the glove up to the chin, turns and fires the 0-1, and it's again bounced foul, still third base side. Runs the count quickly to 0-2. Have to imagine that Somerset goes with another reliever for the next half inning. If not Carson Coleman, maybe Nick Ernst. As the next offering is a half swing, called strike 3 on a breaking ball low. Home plate umpire didn't go for the appeal, just rung Lockridge up himself. So first strikeout for McGinnis, 11th overall for Baysox pitching. Lockridge has struck out 4 times today. And there's quickly 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th for Jason Rosario. Bowie trails 3-1. First pitch in, and it's a fastball. Misses up and away, and the count starts out at 1-0. Rosario instrumental in throwing Ryan Watson just off base a little bit in the 4th inning. Led off with a single, leading to Jesus Bastidas' 2-run home run. Next pitch popped up on the infield left side. Crossing into the shadow, now toward foul ground, Cesar Prieto on the warning track, makes the catch. He's always had such good range and great eyesight on some of those funky pop flies. 3 up, 3 down for McGinnis. We go to the 9th. Bowie trails by 2. They've got 3 outs to try and change that. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Well, it's a busy day at Prince George's Stadium on Sunday, July 17th. Princesses and Pirates Day at the ballpark. Don your shiniest crown, wear your fanciest slippers or your peg leg and your eye patch as Prince George's Stadium transforms into a fun fairy tale castle and a swashbuckling ballpark. It's also Louie's birthday bash. Many of Louie's mascot friends will be on hand to celebrate what should be just a fantastic day at Prince George's Stadium. That's Sunday, July 17th, so get your tickets now at baysox.com.
There is a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience full of family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 22nd through 25th for the induction of Bud Fowler, Gil Hodges, Jim Cott, Minnie Minoso, Tony Oliva, Buck O'Neill, and David Ortiz as the class of 2022. Visit baseballhall.org today for the
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Well, it's always a pleasure to bring you along to the broadcast each day. Unfortunately for the Bowie Baysox, it has not been that much of a pleasure this evening. They trail 3-1 as we move to the top of the 9th inning. Matt Sabatis with you from TD Bank Ballpark, where the Baysox have only collected 1 base hit since the start of the 4th. It was a leadoff double by Cesar Prieto in the 6th, and he was left stranded at 3rd. Not only is that the only base hit, that's the only base runner for Bowie in that span. As Somerset makes a pitching change, flame-throwing right-hander Carson Coleman will come on for the save, and the first pitch home to Hudson Haskin is a 94-mile-an-hour fastball inside for a called strike. It's 0-1. It was a perfect 8th inning for Emmanuel Ramirez. He earns a hold. Next pitch to Haskin, fastball high at 95, runs the count even at a ball and a strike. Coleman making his second appearance of the series. As he sets at the chin, turns and fires the 1-1. Haskin floats it foul right side out of play. Count runs to a ball and 2 strikes now. Coleman, a fast worker. 6'2", 190-pound right-hander from Lexington, Kentucky. Minor league free agent signed after 2020. He fires the 1-2. And Haskin pokes it up the middle, ranging on it. Volpe, he picks on 3 bounces and fires to first. Shortstop gets it there, a 6-3 put out, and the Baysox are down to their final 2 outs this evening. So now Joey Ortiz will step in. 1 for 3 day for Ortiz. He scored Bowie's only run. Led off the second inning with a double, came around on a 2-out double by Greg Cullen. First called a strike. Count opens up at 0-1 on an inside fastball. Coleman was routinely hitting triple digits just 2 days ago when he followed Luis Medina in relief. Next pitch, lifted foul behind home plate. This one will get out of play and touchdown about a couple of rows back. Count to 0-2. Coleman overall in the season has made 14 appearances, gone 1-1 with a 2.08 ERA, 21 2/3 innings, 35 strikeouts, 5 walks. As the 0-2 comes home, Ortiz reaches ahead of a curveball and bounces it slowly up the first base line. It's picked by Coleman, thrown to first, and it gets there on a bounce. Ortiz was hustling up the entire way, and there were a lot of opportunities for that one to go south, but Coleman still somehow got it there. 1-3 put out, and there's 2 away. Coleman was the winning pitcher on Friday. That was the devastating walk-off loss for the Baysox when they went into the 9th, leading 2-0. Collected an out, but gave up 3 runs, an RBI double and a 2-run error. It's their 8th walk-off loss of the season, and now they're down to their final out, trailing 3-1 here. As Maverick Handley steps in, an 0-for-3 day. First pitch. Handley watches it miss down and away a curveball. Count opens up at 1-0. Next pitch from Coleman. Fastball dots the upper outside corner for a strike. Count runs even at 1. Handley struck out swinging his last time up. He's grounded out twice. They play him deep on the infield as the 1-1 comes home, and it hits him. Fastball at 95, up and in on the hand. Handley hunched over. I'm not sure if it's the right hand or the left hand on this one, but he's going to chat with the athletic trainer, Lindsey Birchfield, about this one. That's going to be a big blow to Bowie if it's anything serious. It's the right hand. They're giving him the grip test on it. But Handley has his back turned to us, so we can't see specifically if it's any particular digit on the hand. So Bowie will get a runner on base, and the tying run will come to the plate in Greg Cullen. But there's still 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning with Bowie trailing by 2. As they're still checking in on Handley. Fortunately, he's the designated hitter today, so if the Baysox do make a run and something big happens, there wouldn't need to be a defensive change. It would just be a straight switch, but it looks to be that they'll keep Handley in the game. And he will take first base. So the hit by pitch sets up an opportunity for, I said Greg Cullen, it's Andrew Dashbach. Cullen is on deck. As Dashbach digs in. An 0-for-3 day for Dashbach. He struck out all 3 times. First pitch. Check swing, called a strike. Fastball away, and the count opens up at 0-1. Coleman is a perfect 5 for 5 in save opportunities this season. If he locks down this one, he'll take the lead for Somerset. The 0-1. Called a strike, breaking ball up and away, and the Baysox are down to their final strike this afternoon. Runner at first, 2 away in the top of the 9th. Bowie trails 3-1. As the 0-2 comes home, Dashbach swings and misses. The Baysox fall in this Sunday finale to Somerset, 3-1. We'll talk about it in a little bit when we get rolling with Baysox postgame. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service, and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to Baysox.com. At Luminous Health, we want you to feel your best. This summer, take the time to catch up on your annual health screenings. Visit us at our Anne Arundel Medical Center, Doctors Community Medical Center, or one of our primary care offices in your neighborhood. At Luminous Health, you are the MVP. Learn more at luminoushealth.org.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
It's now time for the Bowie Baysox post-game show. Let's head back to the ballpark with Matt Sabanas.
Well, this wasn't too fun of a game for Bowie tonight. It's pretty quick to say that as Bowie falls in this series finale with Somerset 3-1. The Baysox only managing one hit over their final 6 innings of offense and only 2 base runners total, as they were just stymied the rest of the way by Somerset's pitching staff. Matt Sabatas with you from TD Bank Ballpark one final time as we get ready to wrap things up here for the only trip to New Jersey that the Baysox will take, thankfully, as they have a tough time with this affiliate. Many teams do at this ballpark. It's just something about the way it's built, I suppose. We'll go back in time, recap this ball game, and look around the Eastern League and see how this one affects Bowie in the Southwest Division standings. So, 5:06 p.m. First pitch comes home from Sean Boyle to Connor Norby. It's called a strike, and Norby eventually flies out to center field on the next offering. The Baysox would get a walk and a bunt single to get 2 runners aboard and was picked off of second base, and that kind of set the tone for Bowie and their woes with base runners today, as they would come up empty in that frame, but fortunately Ryan Watson pitched a scoreless first around that, making sure an error was left stranded at first base and sent the game into the second. Joey Ortiz led off the second inning with a double, but after 2 quick outs, it looked like he might be left stranded. Fortunately, Greg Cullen was not going to let that happen. Runner at third, 2 away, the 1-1. This one, a line shot out toward left field, sends Dunham running back, spinning around, and he can't make the catch. It's just to the left of his glove, and Ortiz scores. Cullen moves to second base with a double, and it's 1-0 Bowie here in the top of the second. It was just something about the way that ball came off the bat. Elijah Dunham just did not see it at first, and he had a tough time reading it the entire way until it was over his head. So Cullen was at second, but he was left stranded, and that sent the game into the bottom of the second. Bowie was able to get another quick frame from Ryan Watson. He did allow a base hit to Mickey Gasper, but that came with 2 outs, and Gasper was stranded at first base. In the third, Bowie got 2 more base runners, a walk by Colton Cowser, and a hard infield single by Hudson Haskin. It was a run-saving play by Max Burt, the third baseman, dove to keep a bouncing ball up the line on the infield. If it gets past him, Colton Cowser would have scored from second base. But since Burt kept it in front of him, Cowser had to stop at third base. Haskin was relegated to just the single when he could have had a big opportunity for a double. And after Joey Ortiz popped out to second base, the Baysox were left with those 2 runners aboard. In the bottom of the third, after a quick strikeout, Anthony Volpe doubled to left field, and Watson struck out the next batter, Elijah Dunham. Looked like he was in control against Austin Wells, who was 1 for 18 to this point in his young Double-A career. But sometimes the past doesn't mean anything if you just see a good pitch to hit. Watson sets again. Looks back Volpe. The 2-2 to Wells. Swinging a high drive out toward left center field. Cowser sprinting, looking for the wall. He's going to run out of room as this one is off the top of the wall. Run will score. The game is tied. An RBI double for Austin Wells, and it's 1-1. Another strikeout for Watson. He'd have 3 in the frame, but the game was tied as we moved into the 4th inning, where the Baysox went down in order. This started what was a lengthy string of Bowie finding nothing on offense, and I mean pretty much nothing. In the bottom of the 4th, the game was practically sealed. Jason Rosario led off with a single up the middle, and Jesus Bastidas, he got under a pitch. Looked like it was probably going to stay in the ballpark, but something about it. It just kept carrying and carrying and carrying, and carried right on out. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball lifted out toward left center. It's headed toward the wall and out toward deep left. It's gone. That one just hung right up there. 9th home run of the season for Bastidas, a 2-run shot, and Somerset leads 3-1. So that would turn out to be the final, as Ryan Watson was able to retire the final 6 batters he faced. But as mentioned, after the infield single by Hudson Haskin with 2 outs in the 3rd, Bowie would only manage 1 base hit for the rest of the game, and only 2 base runners for the rest of the game. It was a perfect 4th and 5th for Sean Boyle. 6th inning saw a leadoff double by Cesar Prieto, left stranded at third. And after that, Bowie found nothing in the 7th against Steven Jennings, nothing in the 8th against Emmanuel Ramirez. And in the 9th, the only thing that broke up that string was Maverick Handley being hit by a pitch with 2 outs. And with Handley at first base, Andrew Dashbach was the last chance for Bowie, but he just wasn't there for it. As the 0-2 comes home, Dashbach swings and misses. The Baysox fall in this Sunday finale to Somerset, 3-1. So your final box score, Bowie scores 1 run on 5 hits with 1 error. They left on 6. Somerset scores 3 runs on 5 errors with no hits, or with no 3 runs on 5 hits with no errors. They left on 5. Got those 2 mixed up there. Sean Boyle, the winning pitcher, he moves to 6-5. Ryan Watson, the losing pitcher, he falls to 5-4. Carson Coleman, the save, his 6th this year. Game was played in 2 hours and 20 minutes in front of a paid attendance at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater of 6,874. With the loss, Bowie falls to 34-47 on the season, a 1-game losing streak, as the Baysox are now 15-27 on the road, 7-5 in the second half. With the win, Somerset is 50-31 on the year, a 1-game winning streak for the Patriots. They're now 28-14 at home and 6-6 in the second half. 2 sides will not meet again until August, when Somerset makes the trip down to Prince George's Stadium. It'll be August 16th when they open a 6-game set with the Baysox down in Bowie. For now, though, Bowie looks ahead to a 6-game tilt with Akron. We'll preview that one in a little bit, but for now we break. When we return, we look around the Eastern League, check in on some of the final scores there, and look ahead to next week at Prince George's Stadium. Bowie falls today 3-1. You're listening to Baysox Postgame.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the DC area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
Well, it's the most special day of the year at Prince George's Stadium, and it comes your way Friday, July 29th. It's the 23rd Navy Night, presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Join the United States Naval Academy class of 2026 and take in the Baysox as they face off against the Altoona Curve. It all comes your way on Friday, July 29th, and first pitch is scheduled for 7:05 with some fantastic post-game fireworks. The 23rd Annual Navy Night at Prince George's Stadium. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Back one final time to TD Bank Ballpark as we continue on with Baysox postgame. Matt Sabatas with you from Bridgewater. A 3-1 loss for Bowie tonight as they're held to just 5 hits total and only 1 hit over their last 6 innings of play. Let's look around the Eastern League. The rest of the league played conventional day games on Sunday. Somerset, for whatever reason, decided to play at 5:05 today. And so far, it looks like Bowie won't be too affected by this loss today. Altoona did rattle the bones of Akron right now. They put on 5 runs in the 9th to cap what was already a big win, taking an 11-1 final over the Rubber Ducks over at Canal Park. Akron will carry themselves into Prince George's Stadium next week, but Bowie will now fall a game behind Altoona, sole possession of 3rd place right now for the Baysox. But Altoona will jump into 1st place because Harrisburg overcame a 5-0 deficit after 6 innings. They put on 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th against Erie and 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th to walk off and win 6-5. So with that loss, Bowie will still only be 1/2 game out of 2nd place, but they will be a game and a half out of 1st place. Altoona is in 1st place, Erie now in 2nd, Bowie in 3rd. Other scores around the league, Richmond surviving the finale of their series with Reading. That was actually a tough series for the Squirrels. They only won, what was that? Now 3. They did split the series on Sunday. They put on 5 runs in the 6th to win 7-2. Hartford taking down New Hampshire, holding off a late consistent attack from the Fisher Cats. 10-7 would be the final. New Hampshire scored exactly 1 run in each of the last 5 innings to keep it close the entire time. And then lastly, Portland over Binghamton, 3-1. In the rest of the Orioles organization, you've got 3 games final and 1 game still in action. It was a doubleheader between Delmarva and Salem. The Shorebirds coming away with the doubleheader sweep. 2-1 in Game 1 in a walk-off win in the bottom of the 7th just a couple of minutes ago. 1-0 for the sweep on this Sunday for the Shorebirds. Aberdeen, a 4-run 7th inning propels them to a 7-2 win over Brooklyn. And then down in Jacksonville, Florida, Norfolk currently shut out into the 4th inning as Jacksonville leads the Tides 3-0. But of course the Orioles, they've been on such a big run, picked up their 8th win. First time since 2005 that the O's have won 8 consecutive games. Something you love to see. Again, hopefully Bowie can get some of that good luck soon. As the Baysox turn their attention ahead to Tuesday when they get ready to face off with the Akron Rubber Ducks, start of a 6-game series. Akron has not produced any of their starting rotation for the series just yet, but Drew Rahm is scheduled to start for the Baysox on Tuesday. Rahm, the left-hander, 5-1. A 3.95 ERA this season. It'll be a 6:35 first pitch, which means a DCA Imaging Systems pregame show of 6:15. For now, though, we say so long. Good evening to you. Matt Sabatis with you from TD Bank Ballpark saying thank you for stopping by as Bowie suffers a tough loss to Somerset, closing the week 3-1. We'll talk to you on Tuesday.
Thanks for listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. We hope you enjoyed today's game and join us next time for another exciting broadcast coming up soon. This has been a presentation of the Bowie Baysox.